get a short rest after that.
Okay, so welcome back for our next D&D Wrath of the Immortals campaign set currently in Rapanathak. We are up to session number 142, or Phase 3, Season 3, Episode 5. They are still on the second day of the first month of the year 1012, with all characters 13th level. At the table today we have Rhiannon.
Hi, I'm playing Hildren, the Genasi Tempest Cleric Rogue Ranger Hunter, who at the moment is speaking rather entishly. Treantishly. As she is recovering from some rather difficult trauma or information that may or may not be true from that pig. So, the big O.
Well,
But she's slightly drunk now, so it's getting better.
he does aim to get into everyone's head and rent space there for a period of time. And sometimes he never leaves.
She might be regretting the agreement for 2 nights in Rapanathak.
Next up is Cetus.
Yes, I am Sean, and I am playing Cetus, the Water Genasi barbarian, berserker, who was absent for about half of the last session.
And Cletus didn't make an appearance whatsoever.
No.
Cletus was not there. The DM did not take what I was saying out of context.
Martin, I'm relying on you on a slightly longer introduction so I can just finish the coffee for the GM so he's in a good mood for the rest of the game.
Cetus has animalistic traits, not stalling for time.
I mean, we could do the descriptions again, like we did last time.
Well, we can. Why don't we start then with describe Hilderin for the viewers.
Very tall for a human, because Genasi are. She's not stocky, but definitely muscled. She is covered in tattoos, but many you haven't seen yet. Has lightning white hair with highlights of sky blue through it, or electric blue, however you want to look at it. And she has some nice, interesting armor, a nice new cloak that looks like it's embroidered with feathers all the way down. And wields 2 scimitars. One that, when she draws, it looks like clouds formed into the shape of a scimitar.
Did you want to do your introduction and come back to everyone else?
I presume nobody else wants hot drinks or anything like that?
I
No.
didn't grab a Coke as I walked in, but
Coke can be acquired.
I can also wait for AJ and ask AJ to come and grab it.
Yes, and there's also a Martin and Sean who could also grab your Coke as well.
Okay, so we'll do it at Cow Creek so you can sort yourself out and then back
I was
to
going to say, have you had dinner? Do I need to do food?
Don't worry about food.
Sure. Okay. Alright. I play Calgrix, the dragon that should be on the dice cam right now, holding the coffee cup, because her version of a hoard is every kind of coffee bean you can acquire, and then every type of cake, a cookie, Danish, dessert. She's a dragon who thinks that high refined carbs and sugars make everybody happier and in a better mood, and the world is a nicer place. She's just got to figure out exactly what kind of thing the master eats, so that, you know, she can bribe him with food and coffee too.
I believe he dined on souls.
Yeah, that sounds about
She
right.
doesn't cook those, so, you know, the only alternative to that is death, which sounds extreme, but generally, if you've tried every other form of bribery and somebody still wants to take your soul, you're gonna have to fight. So I guess that's what's happening. She appears as a white dragon with silver, black, and blue as well. Because she's multicolored as well as multi-talented.
Mm-hmm.
And has a companion, Eep, who looks like a plant, but is actually a creature of the Dark Fae. Alright, I'll just do quick food for myself.
Okay, so that brings us back to description of Cetus.
Cetus is also tall for an elf. Is an elf and Ganassi and is taller than normal.
So you're
blue.
pushing 8 feet?
Yeah, about 8 feet.
So taller than Hildred.
Yeah, it's
8 feet's not taller than normal. It's in the ballpark. 7 to 8 feet is the height of most elves.
Hildren's low 7-footish.
yeah.
But she's also
He
human
thinks he's
based.
short because he spent most of his life surrounded by a giant mammoth person. He's blue. He has tentacles. And he's often on the roof. Because,
Why not?
You stick to things.
yeah, he sticks to things.
And almost got stuck in a room
Yeah,
multiple times.
twice.
Okay, next up we have is Martin.
So I'm playing a medium wood elf. I've decided to make him 7 foot.
He's grown up.
He's grown up because
Well, we did have the story about how all your followers would stoop so you were taller.
Well,
yeah,
7 foot's still reasonably short for an elf.
yeah.
Well,
So
he also has to get back 2
he's
foot.
in his growth phase. So.
He's shot up overnight.
And he's good. And he has a background as an urchin in Darrakan.
In a former life.
That's right. He's following the path of the fire. He's a level 13 monk. And
He loves weapons.
he also, yes, has the path of the Kenzai. So
He's handy broom and flying carpet.
that's right. Yeah. So we got the carpet back.
You did?
Yeah.
At the end of last session.
And did we need to dry it out?
No, it wasn't wet.
Nice.
It seems all good.
Cool. And so he's got a longbow, an eagle eye longbow, and I think it's 1,500 feet range.
Which is why he likes to snipe. He has trouble sniping in a dungeon.
That's right. But he's happy to take the back seat. As long as he can.
Well, as the range person, you don't want to be up front.
No.
That's right. Well, but he also has the dual wielder feat. So that...
Occasionally he can go stab stab.
Yeah.
Which is why I occasionally go thwip thwip and fire bow.
Yeah.
Because I also have that. I'm a ranger. I have to have a longbow. Come on.
Oh, okay.
I
Yes.
use ranged weapons to hit people far away. I throw people far away.
our early ranger who shot things from far away managed to run into a trap with a dagger, stabbing a fish only to be eaten by the pillar that was next to it.
And I think that's my... yeah,
Round hair.
that'll do.
That will do for you. And we will have a briefish synopsis of last session.
I will try. So at the beginning of the session, Dimitri and Cetus, who were with us last session, wandered off in their own direction. And Calcrix and Merc, who had been having a discussion, arrived. So we swapped 2 for 2. We were in a room that had a pit against one side of the wall, a door on the other side. Calcrix saw
automaton.
Thank you. Hildren and got the lowdown of what happened with the gnolls and sort of talked to Drazzle to find out maybe if he could tell her if it's an illusion or truth. His response was, both can be true. So we still don't know. We do know that Orcus's jokes are more real than illusion, so it's not filling me with confidence. While Calcrix was doing that, Trellin flew over to the trap pit and looked down. There was a 10-foot pit trap with a stone bottom, with a button shaped like a gargoyle face in the side of the wall. Merc used Mage Hand to press said button. Nothing happened. Though the button is hand size, so Trellin floated down with his carpet and pushed the button. There was a tingling on his skin, and he dexed out of the pit, but the block came down and slammed into the carpet. We thought we might try and retrieve it, so Hildren was told to shatter. So she stood there shattering the floor for a bit. Once with Trellin in there, because people hadn't realised that when they said shatter, she was just going to keep leveling up the shatter it.
So that's why I took 33 damage.
Yes, because you told me to shut up. I'm not thinking. And it wasn't until Merc yelled stop that Hildren stopped. That was because while Hildren was shattering the floor, Trellin went to check out the door and auto-transported into the pit. So Merc asked him how he got into the pit. Trellin's response was, magic! And pointed at the door. Merc cast Identify. Didn't work. Calcrix had a look at it. She'd been watching us and rolling her eyes. She now investigated the room. The room found the room was clean, no dust, no footprints, no wear or tear. The trap pit looked the most used. It was amusing because Eep was following around looking with a magnifying glass, looking like Sherlock Holmes. The button looked like it was designed to get an idiot to push it. There was nothing in the astral and nothing invisible. She said, sorry, I think your carpet's lost. She did her magic identification. She found a conjuration effect on the door that teleports whatever touches it. We thought about mapping it and moving on. When somebody said map it, Hildren sat down and started drawing on her map. Merc pushed his mage hand forward and the hand touched the door. Nothing happened. They asked Hildren to shatter the door. She did enough damage eventually that A, we couldn't open the door with mage hand anymore, which hadn't been thought of. But B, we got some splinters to fall away so we could see. At which point she was told to stop, so she sat back down. Well, no, she was still sitting. Just turned around and continued drawing. We saw a pool of water in the mirror. The room was a mirror of ours. There was a pool of water where the pit trap was, and Trellin's carpet was sitting right next to it. So we thought we'd put Merc into a resilient sphere, or the timeout sphere, that's what it's called, and Trellin punched him through with a very nice athletics check of 30. The ball hit and shattered the door into pieces and went through and landed in a pool of water. The sphere was nicely spinning in its spot. There was a liquid below, people in the doorway, and there was like a gold glint at the bottom of the pit, of the water. The door and the teleportation spell were gone, so Calcrix walked in, poked the sphere out of the water so Merc could actually move. So Merc started hamstering around the room, where Eep decided then to form a transparent bubble around her and followed Merc, and managed to phase through the resilient sphere a couple of times. There was only the carpet there, though there was glints of gold in the pool, which was more than 15 feet deep. Calcrix dispelled the sphere, pointed out the gold. We put Mage Hand down. There was only one single object at the bottom, so Calcrix dove down, checking with Eat she can save her if she needs. It's 30 feet deep. There was a golden skull with 2 very large rubies, big. It didn't appear to be magical, so she thought it might be a trap. She resurfaced and said, just a shiny skull. Merc pressed for more details because he's Merc. Large human skull. She's very reluctant to disturb it. They continued Hildren, stopping her map, which now had very detailed sketches of details earlier from the dungeon, including the engravings on the entryway. We went to the room across the corridor. There was no traps or illusions. Trellin tried to do a perception check on the door. Rolled a nat 1. So it needed to be redirected to the door.
Went for the wrong door. They were across the road, the corridor from each other. It's easy to get that mistaken.
Yep. Cetus had decided he'd got sick of Dimitri and caught up with the group. Trellin tried the door again. Nothing to hear. It said, nothing to hear on this side. Go about your business. So Trellin punched the door because Trellin has a thing against doors.
When you've got 10 strength and then suddenly you've got 20 strength.
Oh, I'm not arguing with you. The door went, ow. We had a bit of discussion as Calcrix was like, what's wrong with using a handle? Trellin went to punch the door again, but it opened first. There was a large room with a single door on the west wall, who yelled, and an old man voice yells out, who's knocking on my door? Calcrix said hello, and there was a bit of banter, and he asked, why are we knocking on his door? Calcrix said to offer coffee and cookies and possible trade negotiations. The voice seemed to be coming from the other side of the room. He said, welcome, and to enter my chamber, just say
The Big O.
The Big O is the real name as you cross the threshold to avoid the wards. Calcrix is like, is there another way? Because I can't say that name. So the door opened and an oldish looking guy with a weird array of tentacles on his helmet and yellow eyes came out. Hildren did a religion check, rolled nicely and got a 30, and didn't know what any of the symbology meant.
That's appreciated.
Merc tried to look into the room beyond, had to do a wisdom save. There was bizarre pictures and symbols beyond comprehension on the other side. The old man recognized Hildren and said, the Big O, this is his real name, told me all about you. Merc guided Hildren out of the room as she was drawing scimitars. Calcrix said she couldn't say the name of the one he worships. He didn't deny that, so Hildren was even more ready to cut him down. There was some banter about Cetus and Cletus. He said he enjoyed the coffee. He's had a long talk with Cletus about... says he's had long talks with Cletus about Cetus, and Cetus is apparently his grandfather. He also said that 2 of the party members are his ancestors, so there's a theory that it's at some point Cetus's kids get married or have kids with Hildren's kids. We don't know. He says he helps people with their prayers. He tries to fulfill them the best he can. He's mad. We don't know if he's evil. He's a cleric of the void. We ask him for advice. He says sitting on an explosive barrel is not recommended while smoking. He also said don't lick random things. He flicked a gold piece in Calcrix's direction. One side has Hildren's face, the other is a celebration of the 100th anniversary of her reign. So, future stuff again. Cetus knocks on the door and asks for his name. His name is Yaza Mongrave.
I remember the coin being a commemorative coin of Merc's death.
That was a different coin.
Okay.
There are multiple commemorative coins.
Yes, there was also the commemorative coin of one of Hildren's weddings, which Dimitri has. At this point, we're about 2.5 hours into our adventure. We continued to follow the path. It took a south bend before coming up on the south side. We found another room. There was no traps. We investigated the door. There was no sound beyond the door. Calcrix decided to open the door before Trellin attacked it. Found a 20 by 25 foot room with a door on the southern side of the west wall. It was completely empty. Again, no traps on the door, so Merc offered... This is where Merc offered mead to Hildren. She went, and pulled out her flask of inebriation and sculled it, because dark ale is much more her taste than mead. And got a little life in her eyes. We went through another room, to another door, and then we opened up the other door. There was sounds of water dripping, sparkles of light reflecting light like shattering, which happened because the water was sitting on very fine spiderweb. There were thousands of spiderwebs refracting the light. This was an L-shaped room, and there were 2 large cocoons in the corners. Calcrix did a detect magic. She didn't really feel anything.
G'day.
Hey! The webs had liquid on them. We thought about firing the room. Trellin waved around flame tongue. It didn't do anything, but the fire did nothing, but it cut the web. Hildren did whirlwind aura, because we've done that before. She became a ball of web. Trellin cut the webbing away. It took 10 minutes to get through to her. There was a perception at the other, investigation and perception on the door at the other end. No traps, appears unlocked. Apparently the Big O decides he doesn't need to lock anything in a Rapanathak. Hildren stayed in the room watching the cocoons. Merc opened the door. There was a 60 foot by 15 foot room, which was empty. Calcrix, we wanted to see if Calcrix could see anything with her robe of eyes. She refused to go into the spider room. So she decided she would send her true seeing orb, which found 3 panels in the floor. Cetus also refuses to enter the spider room. Merc investigated the panels. They're flagstone disguised. There was no. The first one had no traps. The stone pivoted up, and there was a bag and pouch in front of him. He looked in. It was full of coins. This is where the commemorative coin of Merc's death was, and it said he died 6 months from now. The next one had a bag that was not so solid. He opened it slightly. There is a parchment scroll. Calcrix can tell that it's magic, but we don't know what it is yet. The next one had a bag.
It's all just a trick.
Merc had to do a con save. Ended up just staring at the bag, contemplating. Calcrix asked Trellin to get Merc. He was not moving nor breathing. He arrives. Trellin carries Merc to Calcrix. Calcrix tried to use Mage Hand to get the bag out of his hand. It was clasped too tightly. Hildren started doing a detect poison and disease. 2 minutes in, Merc being able to move, decided we found he could move again. The bag had a poison that would create paralysis for 2 minutes. Inside the bag was a mini Trellin ivory figurine. And he decided to give it to Trellin. It didn't have magic or anything on it. It's just
it's
a nice thing. But every time we look at it, the pose is slightly different.
Oh.
Trellin was sort of wondering about it, and Hildren said, minions would like.
Yeah.
So, yes. He now has a souvenir to give to the cult. There was another door. Investigation, perception, no sound. Opened the door, there was another empty room. There were 2 secret doors in the room, one on the east and one on the west. Merc flips the commemorative death coin. We went left. We had to find the lever or button. Calcrix found it. Door opens. Cetus made an attack on the door, rushes past Calcrix because he wanted to break it. He didn't get crushed under the door, but found himself in a room with an altar and black candles all around, with unfortunate-looking stains. Hildren and Falsifer started growling at the altar because we're in Rapanathak. Cetus heard Cletus's laughter. Calcrix said hello. Cetus couldn't hear it. There we found there was a wall of force in the doorway. Cetus was stuck on the other side. Cetus needs to stop Leroy Jenkinsing.
I've done it twice.
And twice you've got trapped.
No, I think the first time I stabbed Dimitri, the second time I got trapped.
I was thinking about when you got stuck on the floor.
That wasn't really Leroy Jenkins, and that was just curiosity.
No, that was Leroy Jenkins.
We realised we couldn't get through the door. Cetus could see our mouths moving but couldn't hear us. Hildren was pacing back and forth. Cetus decided to see what happened, so he approached the altar and tried to hit it. After he tried to do something with the candles, but nothing happened. One of them was taller than the rest, but you weren't sure which. It was always the one you weren't looking at. He was running low on oxygen. He looked back at us. Calcrix had the journal. She said, hit the wall of force. Merc used ethereal flame to try and take out the wall of force, but there was no effect. He did it again, no effect. Cetus tried to break the altar using titanic growth, no damage. He just disappeared. Just as Calcrix did dispel magic at a 5th level. It worked and the wall of force came down. Cetus switched to where Cetus had disappeared to. He was before a creature with a head of a ram, with horns holding a staff made of a spine, with a ram's skull. It looked at him. Greetings, future servant. Why have you come before me now? Cetus responded with, I was in a room and I was trying to get out. The Big O offered a boon, and he said, can you stay away from my and Hildren's kids? Like, not a wish. The Big O said, it's not a wish he will grant unless offered something of equal worth. He suggested the wife and children of Cetus. Cetus wasn't sure at that point. We switched back to Calcrix, who hit the altar, grabbing Merc and Trellin. The wall of force went back up. Hildren was stuck outside, audibly growling and pacing. Meanwhile, Cetus. So my brother and I traded places because he was trying to delay.
Stalling time by telling him his entire life story.
But when he said my brother and I traded places, Cetus, the Big O said done.
The Big O.
Said done, and Cetus reappeared after, we believe, swapping with Clayton. Calcrix didn't...
Cetus, Cletus.
Cletus is Clayton.
And Clayton.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So Cletus is Clayton.
Depending on time of day and preferences.
It's a nickname.
Okay.
So Clayton was his childhood name, and is what Cetus still refers to him as.
Okay.
Cletus is his current name, which is his adult name. Because
he's an adult.
Yeah.
Because he tried to swap places with Cetus.
He took Cetus's name and then became Cletus.
Just wanted to make sure I had it straight.
So Calcrix cast a spell of magic and rushed out. Cetus told Hildren that the Big O was in the room. She wanted to rush in. But nobody would let her.
Sorry, I forget to get you Coke.
That's okay.
I meant to, as I was coming out of the kitchen.
A page left. I will get there. So Cetus told everyone what had happened. We decided that we wanted to try and rescue Cletus.
It's interesting how much effort's been put into rescue someone they haven't met yet.
No, we've met him.
We met him for like 3 months, and the whole time he was trying to beat up Cetus.
Inside a game session.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was sort of between games.
Yes. So Eep decided that she didn't want us doing that, so she set off the wall of force and then walked back through the wall of force. So Merc thought about his book of coupons. They thought they might set up a negotiation. There may be a way the old man became... we might be able to negotiate it with the Big O. Hildren did a 29 religion check to check that this wasn't one of the shrines we were trying to destroy. Calcrix offered that if we do a divination, she might be able to negotiate. and keep us away from his physical presence, because it seemed like Cetus had gone in front of his avatar. Whether that's true or not, that's what it looked like. Calcrix made an incredibly dark, strong black coffee, and cast divination. Merc found himself in a smoky room with the Big O, Calcrix, the coffee, and the coupon books. It was again referred to as favoured minion, which I think Anton would be pleased about, but that's another story.
Mark was pleased about it.
There could be more than one favoured minion.
There could be.
Just if he starts giving you necrotic longswords that give you control of the undead, I'd say stop.
No,
he wouldn't do that. He'd do other things.
I'd say let's think about it before we stop.
Well, it came with 5 zombies, and I know what those 5 zombies are going to become, so stop.
You can kill those zombies as many times as you feel like.
They come back every morning.
Free meat.
Yeah,
No.
sure, 10 Knives wouldn't mind that, but they remember every death and experience the pain, and they still have their personalities.
And souls.
Well, at least they've got someone to talk to.
True.
As long as you remember to tell them every day that they can talk.
There you
Which
go.
Morrigan is prompting Anton to do, because she likes
and they
talking
will
to them.
only do exactly word for word what you tell them to do. No free will.
Sound pretty good.
Calcrix offered a cookie to the Big O. He enjoyed it, so we feel that he's not at least... Well, we were doubting he was under the control of that Santiotl, but nice to know. They talked about wanting to avoid the agreement to take back the Squid Boy. Merc decided he would give up his entire book of coupons for Clayton. Calcrix wanted to look at the book, and we found that each coupon does something different, including a good night's rest in Rapanathak. Also, something to help undo the kid's future.
Mm-hmm.
And basically lots of really tempting things that would have undone a lot of the damage that has happened and could happen in Rapanathak.
I think there was one specifically for what happened with we could have used.
Which we didn't even look at because we were ignoring. The rest of us were going, no, you don't use the coupon book from the Big O.
It's probably like the sword that Anton has. Even if you accept the help, as soon as you accept the help, you are succumbing to the corruption of the god.
Well, you've got to call upon the god and ask him for the assistance.
And you'd have to give up a little bit of your soul every time.
What's a little bit?
He's only got 6 months left.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why you die.
Yeah. My soul's
Doesn't
right.
say he stays dead.
Merc said he's happy to take the deal, but needed to share a bond as negotiators. Offered to share a drink from his mug of warming. Orcus takes the mug. Instead, gestured to the king-size bed that appeared in the room, and Merc's like, I don't think that'll work. I think we're both tops.
That's true.
The deal, the Big O pointed out the deal was not for Cletus, it was the concept of the brother. But he's happy to let it go, so the book dissipated. Yes, the last coupon that was there was resurrect someone killed by the Big O. Trying really hard not to say it. We came back, and the Mug of Warming is cursed, and now holds the Big O's symbol. But before that, Calcrix wanted to continue talking to the Big O. He said the spell was ending, and they would talk next time. And we returned to where we were.
With one secret door you haven't opened in the room.
And Hildren's perception is enough that she saw the Mug of Warming and is twitching.
Maybe it's not cursed. Maybe it's more powerful.
Breath of the Dead, I'm sure that will help you.
Yeah, absolutely. As soon as we find one of these zombies, force the zombie to drink from the mug, and then we'll know what it does.
warms it up, but it always tastes like pig blood now.
Maybe.
But it's okay. It's an item you made, so you can make it again.
That's right. I can make it again.
Or he may make it exactly the same as it is now.
Depends on what it does, I suppose. If it does something good.
No, do you want to keep it mead? You can change it to something else this time.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so we're in the room. Hildren is very on edge. Wolf pacing, hackles up, growling. Calcrix and Merc haven't told us what happened yet.
And also be a good time for AJ to introduce himself.
Yes. So, my name's AJ. I play a human merchant, bard, named Merc. Now, Merc's, I suppose, a little bit selfish in what he does. Growing up independently, he does look out for numero uno, but he has a love for his merchant guild, and he has admiration for the people around him.
I mean, I'm sure he is fond of his 2 kids.
He likes his 2 kids.
So not fond.
He tolerates.
Happy
one.
to trade them in the future.
Yeah, well, it depends how good the deal is. And he is someone that is more likely to try to strike a deal with someone opposed to run in and shiv them with a knife or something. Although, on occasion, he is happy to get his hands dirty if needed.
He tends to try and use the rest of us as the meat shields.
Yes.
Except for when there's something shiny and he gets crushed by a giant rock.
Yes.
Yeah, it falls into traps a lot.
A friendly warning from your local neighbourhood, White Dragon, Empress of the Wild Hunt. Trading children is akin to selling them for enslavement.
They're not kids
and
anymore.
we'll put you onto the list of the Wild Hunt, and
They're
it may
not-
not be fun.
They're not kids anymore.
Oh, I think that's a bridge we might need to cross, because I believe some people in this party have already killed a number of children.
Also, I'm pretty sure Merc's already on the list for the Wild Hunt.
So,
You had to bring that up again. My character is recovering.
in for a penny, in for a pound, I
Yeah,
say.
we already know somebody else's name is on the list.
Yeah, she's already paying off her obligation. I'm sure, she's got 700 years to continue paying off her obligation. It'll go.
Maybe made it get at least 100 years of it.
Yeah, I think she's in it for a lifetime.
Hey, if you die, it's a lifetime. That still counts.
Well, but then she comes back.
Some deaths can be permanent.
For her?
For anyone.
Okay.
No matter what magic you use or what abilities you have, there are things that have permadeath in the setting.
Cool.
Such as dying by orcus.
Yeah, Zerchev would have trouble regenerating her from that.
Well, there'll be nothing to regenerate.
And yeah, Merc's kids are older than kids. They're adults now.
They're
I know
young adults.
because they're contacts of Sakers.
Enslavement is still probably not something that you want to do freely in front of some party members.
Oh yeah, Hildren would have problems with it.
So would Cetus.
So would Morrigan. Saker, it would depend on the situation.
Well, hey, there's always the goddess Idris who would love to hear about people's gripes.
Who is one of Morrigan's gods.
Okay, so you are still recovering with your foray with Orcus.
So Merc would debrief with the rest of the team about what just happened.
What do you mean by concept of a brother? How does that work?
I suppose your mother and father thought about having him. I'm not sure.
So if we didn't get him back, would I just not have a brother anymore?
That's exactly what it sounds like. We didn't get him back. There was never a brother to begin with.
Does that remove him from the family, or the rest of us from his family?
Maybe a little bit of column A and maybe a little bit of column B.
He's the heir to the family, land.
Well, then you should have told us that. Then we wouldn't have saved him. And you would be the heir.
You
to
spent
the
9
family
months
name.
with him. What do you mean you didn't talk to him? Not 9 months, 3 months with him.
He never told us he was the heir. That is something I should have known. He owes me a big favour now.
Hildren's
The heir to all the
poking
land.
the wall of force.
It's still there.
I know.
Children will get your chance later.
Growl.
I'm just as angry as you are. Those are technically my kids as well. We think. We don't know.
So the kids were...
They're most likely
and
descendants of
Sedases?
both of us.
It's possible that the grandchildren could have been our grandkids, because the implication is that at least one of Hildren's kids gets together with at least one of Cetus's kids.
Well, maybe multiple. Maybe Cetus's kids get around a bit.
It's entirely possible.
Or perhaps Hildren had an affair with Cetus.
No.
No.
A squid and a wolf.
No.
No.
Imagine.
I'd rather not think about that.
She is very monogamous.
You never know if you accidentally drink a lovey-dovey potion and you don't know about it, and you take a good friend out to dinner to say thank you for saving my life, you might end up with a skull that eternally records the interaction and then plays it for the rest of the party to watch
Friday
at
night.
random intervals.
Sometimes when they least expect it.
There is possibly a idea of reincarnation to help Rune last as long as she does. But that's for at least another 60 years or so to think about. Yes.
And who knows, Rune may come back as an old.
Going off the rate that the race is mature, my kids would be marrying like your grandkids, like age-wise.
Well, it
Maturity.
depends. Children can have kids for as long as you can have kids.
Yeah.
And,
So they might
with a
be
date.
my kids
No.
in 200 years.
and they may actually be the kids of her third husband, who's the same person reincarnated.
I've got
Entirely possible.
current day, but I don't know where that's
I'm
from.
purely thinking of if we
The
both
current
have
date of
kids
the game?
within the next
Yeah.
year.
It
By the
is
time yours is an
the
adult, mine
second
would be
day
like
of the first month of the year
teenager.
1012.
But
Well, yours would be elderly by the
Oh,
time
thank
mine
you.
a full-grown adult.
Yes.
Many sessions on that day so far because you're exploring a dungeon and who knows what can go wrong. Apparently you can make a deal
It's
with
still the
August.
same thing.
Hopefully
Can
the
make a
first
deal
of
with
many.
who?
August, yeah.
No, they mature at the same rate, but then age slower afterwards.
Hildren's pulled out not her main scimitar, her other one, and starts banging on the wall of force.
We'll find
Why?
another way around. Today is not the day to fight.
Can we check around the room to see if we're in a bubble or if the force is just over the door?
Well, the force is over that room with the altar. And there's
Open
another
room.
secret door on the other side of the room.
You might remember that Hildren has been advising not going straight up against the avatar of the Big O
Yes, you have.
constantly.
No, I was thinking if it's
And
just...
yet you're the one banging on the wall of force.
She's not herself right now.
I'm still broken. We haven't even had a long rest. She's still broken.
I think we've only been going for 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's
At this
right.
point, we might be 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a bit early for a long
No,
rest.
We can't have a long rest.
that happened since the last long rest, and that's why
So
she's broken.
Yeah, she's still broken. She's able to form simple sentences, broken sentences, and she's slightly drunk, and she is very, very angry at the Big O.
So how do we know the secret door leads to the avatar?
Well, the one secret door had the altar which you struck and
Yep.
had a conversation, and you don't know where the other one leads
Yeah, okay.
because you haven't opened it or investigated it since you were told it was there.
So at this point, she's seeing red, and all she sees is the black altar.
Who can see the secret door now? Everybody?
You told them where it was.
Yep.
You can see it.
Don't go investigate the secret door.
It would be an investigation check.
My dice are over there, and the cat hasn't got up yet.
Oh.
You're a very nice husband.
Well, you made me coffee.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
How are they?
I realised the fish was the one thing I had grabbed as soon as he settled.
Not as nice as the beef with caramelised onions, but not bad.
The beef was
Yeah, they're alright.
I had sweet Korean chicken Pringles on Monday that were also good. A little spicy because it's Korean, but also good.
I put a meal out there in case you wanted a full meal.
Anybody think of something to make Hildren look somewhere other than at the altar? Because she's not. What was her husband's name? Is it Rune?
I forget.
Love how much you all care for me.
Hildren.
Look, I'm here like once every 2 weeks. I don't remember. I don't remember names.
Hildren, stop banging for a second. What we're thinking about doing is going to the next room to see if there's any O's people that we can kill. Do you want to come with us and kill some of those people?
She's straight next to where Calcreeks is and ready to go through the door.
I was gonna say, the further down we go, the more likely we are to find him. So staying here, not likely to find him. We're only 2
If
floors
in her
down.
brokenness she somehow tries to interrupt or interfere with Calcrix trying to go through this door, like pulling out scimitars and banging it, Calcrix is going to pick her up and just move her to one side.
No, she's standing beside.
She's waiting patiently for the door to open.
Because we've already offered to try and fix her, and she said I can't be fixed easily, so if you don't want to be fixed, we'll leave you be.
I don't see a way.
Calcrix offered when she first came into game, and you said, no, I can't be fixed easily, so she's like, alright.
I mean, we're dealing with a really big trauma. I don't feel I can play the character to be fixed that easily.
No, but, like, I don't object to you not wanting to be fixed. I'm just saying an offer was made
Yes.
early on, and
I think
it
we
was turned
decided
down,
modify memory would work, but none of us had modify
Yeah,
memory.
none of us had it.
So
can do it,
now
but it just causes amnesia.
I'm just trying to get along as best we can.
Yeah. So she's stopped banging on the wall of force and she's standing beside the door waiting patiently.
I got a 28.
Go to 28? Okay, yes, you have no problems figuring out how to open the secret door. As it rumbles open while everyone else is potentially watching Hildren tap on...
Merc
Door.
redirected me.
Merc has got her standing next to the secret door.
Yep.
To the one that Calcrix just opened.
But considering her current erratic
Try some.
behaviour, Calcrix is now worried that she's going to rush in or something like that. And she's not entirely thrilled about the idea of having to
Where's that gone wrong?
investigate and...
What, rushing in?
Yeah.
The time I stabbed Dimitri, the time I got stuck under the floor, the time I came face to face with the Avatar Walkers.
Stop saying the word! He counts them.
I think we're at 2 now.
Can I see
3, actually.
Oh.
If the doors...
What was the question?
You said the door opens?
Yep, the door rumbles open.
The time you killed all those goblins with the door.
That's right, yeah. That was my fault.
Hey, I exploded one by healing. Anyway,
The time you nearly
Calcrix.
blew up the keep. The other time you blew up the keep.
As you look inside, you see the room contains 3 stone sarcophagi and the remains of 2 wooden coffins.
3 stones of what?
3 stone sarcophagi, big
Oh,
tomes,
sarcophagi. Yep.
and 2 wooden coffins.
So potentially dead bodies.
Well, let's
Go have a look.
Let's jump to a vampire.
Well, a vampire is a dead body just as much as a dead body's a dead body. A vampire is just an animated dead body.
And you might get Merc all excited about jumping a vampire.
Yeah,
we
let's not jump anything.
we-
Just yet.
Let's also not do grave robbing just yet. That's probably not something we want to do.
Let's see what's in there before we say we don't.
I'm not thinking right.
You try to grab any gold out of there and pushing you in it.
I've got mage hand.
I have big hands.
check for anything along lines of traps or other things using my rope of eyes.
Okay. Give me a investigation check.
Another one.
Yep.
Mhm.
Well, one finds you the
That's one.
way to open the door. The other one is looking for traps in the room.
Oh, but I've got 16, the other one was 18, so it'll just be 2 lower than the other. No. One relies on the default, so I assume it's going to be 26. But it is, it's going to be 26.
Nice.
So I couldn't assume it was going to be 26.
But it would have been a very good assumption.
Okay.
Um,
Having a look around the room, you believe that the third of the 3 sarcophagi appears to have a trap on it. And you're sure that once it opens, it will spring the trap.
There is a trap on the 3rd sarcophagi, so anyone who comes in here needs to be careful.
They also have latches holding the sarcophagi shut.
I wouldn't rush to open these sarcophagi either.
Well, what are we doing?
Hildren's not thinking, so she flares primeval awareness,
Mm-hmm.
which means she senses
Adventuring.
fiend, dragon, undead, all the things,
You sense dead things.
as well as lots and lots and lots and lots of fiend, I'm guessing.
I'm not saying you can't open a sarcophagi, I'm just saying don't rush to do so before we check out what else is in the room.
Oh,
Better
scimitars
than not
are
have to burn all the dead bodies only to find out we accidentally burned something we want. Better to find what we want and then burn all the dead bodies.
scimitars
that
are
makes a lot of
away.
sense.
She's got sacred flame at her fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "There's undead." No, in fact, she points and says, "Undead."
Within range of your ability.
Hang on.
Because it takes it within range of your ability.
And it's also up for a minute.
Which is even above you and below you.
Yep. Which is why I said she's doing it, because she's not thinking. It is within 1 mile of me.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Jeez.
So what do we
knew it was a
add in
mistake.
elementals and fae at the same time?
I knew it was a mistake.
Maybe celestials too. So yes, so you get the you detect everything that you're supposed to detect within 1 mile.
In terms of magic, do we understand that it could be as broad as that?
You would, from her primary awareness, she would have told you at some point.
Yeah, it's a ranger, sort of a ranger spell, but not. It's a ranger ability that uses a spell slot.
Alberix pats Hildren on her shoulder and says, "Yes, we are in a tomb, a dungeon of sorts. There are undead everywhere."
But I can usually sense if something's close, so I still point at them and say, "Undead."
Now, as far as Rhiannon goes, can we get her to have a long rest?
Not yet. We cannot have a long rest until... Technically, we need to hit the end of our 8 hours of adventuring.
Alright, and then another 16 on it, another 8 hours after that.
Well, once we finish the long rest, we'll be just outside of the... Because it took us... We're sort of 8 hours into the day.
Nope, not
You
that
didn't
I'm...
reach the dungeon after 8 hours of stuff.
No.
So you basically you can't get the benefits of 2 long rests within the same 24-hour period. No
Gotcha.
matter when you start them.
Thank you.
So, you,
But if you aim to finish your long rest half an hour after the 24-hour period, it still counts because you haven't completed 2 long rests in 24 hours.
We did ask this before.
yeah.
She got her
That's the base rule on it. A lot less punishing than Pathfinder,
Yeah.
where each character specifically has to have 8 hours of rest.
You and I only need 4. No.
Yeah.
Wrong character. You only need 4.
Yeah.
He only needs 4. I need 8. Can I try?
Yeah, the very sticky. What? Goopy, I guess.
So they generally stick your teeth together at some point.
Yeah.
So red skin.
Liquid sugar.
I'm pretty sure these are just apple and grape flavor.
Red skin.
Red Rippers.
Yes.
They're
Not
breeding.
called that anymore.
No, they aren't.
No longer politically correct.
Yes. Sorry. Oh, hi, Sean's mum.
I did tell him about the lollies that used to be called fags that were shaped like cigarettes with a white stick with a red thing on the end of it.
And when
I
I
remember those.
told my kids about that, they were very confused.
Just why would you give kids fake cigarettes? Well, let's just say that they were planning for the future.
That's right, sponsored by Weefield.
Anyway, so Hildren points and says undead and has put her scimitars away, but there's like a small glow around her fingertips.
I don't suppose it would help if Calrich just gently wrapped Hildren up, like, you know how they do the little cats and that, those little bundles that makes them feel
Taco.
like little burrito cat type things.
Burrito
Just wraps
cat.
her up like a burrito, sticks her in a backpack, sticks her on a pack, and then just keeps her there nice and safe and comforted. And
You want to take one of your tanks out of action?
Well, I'm just, it's more of a case of looking
Please
to
don't
the
leave me to
welfare
pick
of
alone. I
the
almost died.
individual rather than the welfare of the group.
Well,
I'm not auto-attacking right this second.
Would like
No,
to keep the
but-
tank's mental faculties there for later,
We were just
whereas it may not be there right now.
we're just talking about a long rest and, you know, restorative effects, and I'm like, well, maybe what you just need right now is comfort. So we just burrito cat you and make you feel
But
comforted.
it's she's clarified that it takes 12 hours.
Yeah, no, I was, you know, I know she's not going to have a long rest, but it was
Calcrix is worried about me doing something stupid,
no,
which technically I have done.
no,
but
That's fine.
no, that is not it. That's not it at all. She's actually worried about your state of mind, and
Yeah.
she's thinking.
Jeremy isn't on to critique us, so that's fine.
She just thought that maybe, as Martin / Trellin was talking about, you know, is there something we can do about helping you feel better, rather than get you drunk, which is not something she would
Yeah, good.
do, because we can't like do, you know, other mending things. It was just an offer of, well, maybe just comfort might work.
I mean, you could
Zombies.
use you could try using
How
restoration.
big are they?
I don't think I've got restoration.
I thought you did.
That's not too big.
I've
No, they're
looked
not
and
massive.
it's not on
Not that
here.
Okay, I think you were aiming for it, and we haven't got it there.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can.
What? I'll try
because
one in a little bit.
if we can't do something by spell or by rest, it was just
a.
it's more like a role playing.
It's a nice thought, but I think she would resist that at the moment.
Anyway, can Merc walk up to one of the coffins, please?
Yes.
Just wants to knock on the top.
Well, the top is sort of broken and rotted, but you can knock on it.
If it's broken and rotted, can I see through it?
You can, yes.
Remember, there's 2 wooden coffins and 3 stone sarcophagus.
Yes.
And
You see
I'm
dead
backing you up with 2 dual-wielding swords.
I see dead people.
Mhm.
All right, call me Bruce Willis.
Hildren's standing
Do
just
I-
inside the doorway
Do I
with the
see
glowy
anything
fingertips.
else in there with the dead person?
Well, the dead person has a mustache and what appears to be a fake nose.
Okay. What sort of garb does the dead person have? Expensive garb or...
Well, looking at it, it is a nice black wool.
Any jewellery?
Having a root around in there, no jewelry.
Okay.
No flesh, but no jewelry.
Then I would just leave that coffin and just have a look at the... Not the third one. Whatever the next one is, that's not the third one.
Well, there is the 2 broken coffins and the 3 sarcophagi.
Yeah. So
Was it a mustache and glasses?
the next...
No, mustache and fake nose.
Okay.
Fake nose, very interesting.
Well,
The next broken sarcophagi, I have a look through that.
well, it's not a sarcophagi, it's a coffin.
Oh,
There are
coffin,
3
sorry.
stone sarcophagus,
Yep.
and you've only checked the broken coffin.
I'll check the next broken
You'll,
coffin.
you'll check
please.
the other broken coffin.
Yes.
And inside, you do see dead people again.
Okay. And what... Do I see anything else? What's the dead
They
person?
are also dressed in a nice woolen black robe, very serviceable, long-lasting. Seems to have lasted longer than they have.
How interesting that these people have good quality clothes, but they get the cheapest burial box. So that just tells me.
And this one has fake teeth.
Fake teeth, fake nose.
I think these two are the comedians.
It's
The jesters of the court,
it's
maybe.
the Stooges. Or the Marx Brothers.
The Marx Brothers.
And the fake teeth have enlarged canines.
Okay. And like enlarged canines. Alright. I suppose I'll leave them. Doesn't sound like anything of value to me.
Do you search the coffin?
Yeah, I searched the coffin.
Okay. You do find a jar in there.
Okay. Is a glass jar or like
Seems to be a ceramic jar.
ceramic jar with a lid on it, or
Mhm.
just?
Lid on it.
Can I listen to the jar? See if it, like hear rattling or?
It doesn't rattle when you move it about, but it doesn't talk to you either. You feel very sad.
I would have liked the jar to have talked to me. Okay, like I know I'm full of bad ideas, but I open the jar.
Okay, opening the jar. It seems to have some sort of glittery paste.
Okay.
Oh no.
I close the jar and I pop it in my bag.
Mm.
What did the fake nose look like?
It looked like it was shaped like a normal nose. Maybe the guy lost his nose somewhere along the way.
Yeah, he got into one of those really I got your nose games and never got it back apparently.
Maybe they played it with Hawkers.
I'm more shuddering at the thought of the glittery paste and enlarged canines.
Well, glittery paste in my bag in a jar.
Just knowing something that Ariadna and I have both said that Martin shouldn't do.
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
I look back at
Think of his Twilight, and I'm sure hope it's not that.
I look back at the rest of the team and I'm like, I got a jar with glitter. What do we want to do about the sarcophagi?
Well,
Leave
there's
them
a
be.
third sarcophagi.
Well, that's the two
They've
wooden
not opened
coffins.
any sarcophagi. They've just dealt with the wooden coffins that were already broken.
There's 3 sarcophagi. The third one is trapped. All 3 are latched.
Well,
Do you want help with that?
I can get it just moving slowly.
do you want to disrupt them?
I
Like-
sensed undead.
Purely based off of our previous interactions with what's happened here, chances are that these are our sarcophagi.
Imagine if
Or
there's
somebody
finishes.
that we know.
You dead in there.
6.
7 or 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You think the dragon's going to fit in one of those?
The dragon's never seen in any vision of death, any prophecy of death, any future where there might be death. The dragon never appears. So there's just enough for everybody but the dragon.
There's also
1,
just
2,
enough
3,
for everybody
4,
but
5?
the immortal. So if we do include the dragon in the 5, there's enough for everybody but the
No,
person who
5.
can't die.
Even someone who can't die can still die.
Oh yeah.
Because nothing is permanent.
Does anyone else want to look in the
Would
sarcophagi?
you like to try some?
I've just filled myself up with chili
Destroy
water,
undead.
So technically yes, but no.
I
We
did-
haven't had any problems with undead so far in here. Only the alive ones have really hurt.
I did promise someone that we were looking for people of the O to kill. It's an opportunity to give that person a bit of stress relief.
Look, I don't mind if you guys want to open them.
Well,
We'll do the first one.
I can stab
There we
this
go.
one.
It's stone.
We'll
You
open
need to
them up
open
and see
the
what's
stone
inside.
sarcophagi.
Yeah, alright, let's do that.
Okay,
Right.
so give me an athletics check then.
Because you got muscles. Pretty top.
You're a 9, but that's definitely not the number. The final
I
number.
was going to say, that is definitely not your athletics.
If that was your total athletics score, I'd be a little worried.
You get puffed walking from room to room.
These 2024 rules and just slowly become more and more like that, man.
And that's the Friday night character.
Yeah, because...
Literally. His familiar is called Grey after Dick Grayson.
Nice.
And is a hawk.
Although he hasn't come back for several games.
He's had family stuff.
23.
23. Okay, so yes, you managed to wrench the lock open to the point it breaks.
Means we can't relock it.
I'm sure nothing's wrong with that.
He's from the guy who said no grave robbing.
I'm sure he's just
It's
looking.
only grave robbing if you take something out.
What was the roll?
23.
Okay.
Okay, so as you open the sarcophagus, you can see a skeleton in there with a silver necklace with an eagle pendant.
Anybody recognize this? Or do
Would
I
that be a
recognize
culture
this?
or religion or history check?
It could be a holy symbol of a nature god.
Would that be something that Hildren or
Hildren would likely go for her
Calcrix
religion.
is qualified to do?
Would any of us recognize it? Or do we need to make a check?
You would need to make a check.
Yeah, but I was just checking I'm qualified to.
So-
You are qualified to do so.
18.
This is plus 14 wisdom, nature.
This would be religion to recognise if it's related to a religion. But yes, it does look like it definitely is an eagle.
Well, I can roll plus 6.
I got 26.
Just letting other people have a chance to roll who want to.
Why not?
I got a 7.
7. I got plus 6.
I got plus 1.
I can't tell if it's 16 or 19. I think it's
Well, what side is the 1 on?
right next to it.
That's a 19.
Nice.
I meant what side of the number is the 1 on?
Well, if you, yeah, I suppose. Turn it up the other way. I think I got 61.
I was gonna say, the one's on the right side, it's a 19.
24.
I got a 19.
You're a 19.
I got 24.
Okay, so you believe it is a symbol of Rudahari, the bane of lycanthropes.
So, and it's silver, so it's probably keeping a lycanthrope dead.
Known for wiping out the were-eagles.
Well, that's saying it.
If
That
it's the one
sounds
I'm
nice.
thinking of, it's another one Zerchev doesn't like.
That's what I was asking, is if we like this god or not.
So, is there a reason Zerchev doesn't like them?
Because they wiped out a whole heap of wares. So Zerchev tends to... He sort of represents and tries to protect in his own way Fae and a lot of wares, not were pigs, because...
He also doesn't believe in killing someone for what they are,
No.
unless of course they do evil.
Yes.
In
Except
which case
for
they're
gnolls
fair
and
game.
goblins.
Where-
Except for racial evil, because the reason why the gnolls and goblins are bad to Zerchev is because the whole path to put Zerchev, Halav and Petra on the path of godhood came because their
Culture
village.
was wiped out by gnolls.
So, yeah, it's a
Is there,
inborn hatred.
is there anything else in there, or is it just a skeleton with a necklace?
Well, just the silver necklace on the skeleton.
So,
Everything else is just decayed.
is my
Okay.
assumption correct? Like, from my knowledge, is
Rudahari?
Rudahari one of the ones Zerchev doesn't like?
It would potentially be one of the ones that he doesn't like. Though I haven't obviously updated the place fully, but he's known as Hawkbane.
Yeah, this sounds like nothing in here we want.
Or the Silver Hunter.
I think all of these are, I guess, so-called evil entities put to death and kept there. Interesting that they're kept here in Rapantha, where a certain god would probably set them free.
I still sensed undead.
Still have another sarcophagus
Yeah,
to
so
go.
Another two.
So the second one has an undead in it, and the third, and we already know the third one's trapped.
Unless the trap includes an undead.
Yeah. Am I able to put the lid back on the first one?
Well, you can close it with a bang.
Oh yeah.
It closes with a bang. You don't have to roll for that one.
Oh yeah.
Does it mean you move on to the second one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh yeah, we'll open the second one. Roll for this one as well. That's higher than a 23.
Okay, so yes, you completely ripped that latch off. It's gone.
About 31.
You didn't need that latch whatsoever.
Okay.
And yes, as you lift that one up, you see that this skeleton has a set of matching bracelets made out of gold and silver and a ruby necklace, as well as twin scimitars.
Any icons or symbology?
Well, hard to tell because it sits up with the opening of the lid and draws the two blades.
I had Sacred Flame on my fingertips.
Mm.
Can I cast it?
Sure.
Do you hit Cetus?
It's Sacred
Potentially.
Flame. It has to do a check to avoid it. It's not a 2-hit, it's a check.
I moved quickly. Would I just drop the lid back
It is
on
a dexterity check.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it gets 24.
I think I'm 22. Yeah, spell DC 22. So it ducks out of the way. It doesn't take the nice damage I just rolled.
Well, I believe it catches it with the scimitars. And I will then say it would be initiative for you.
Oh.
$22.
22 for Trellan.
How do you get to your initiatives?
it? 21 for Cetus.
Okay, 21 for Cetus.
20 for Merc.
19 to 23.
What, you were on a 23?
No, because we had 22, 21, 20.
Is this on... You do eat
What did you
based
get?
on perception?
I got
is that
20.
You can do it based on perception, yes.
No,
Yeah.
20,
20.
So that's plus my wisdom, which is 7.
22.
So that makes it. Plus proficiency times 2. Which makes 54. So it's 33.
Oh, no. I keep forgetting my stone of good luck. 28. Sorry, what did Calcrix get?
33.
33.
Okay, so it looks like Calcrix is up first.
So, is this, were these sarcophagi horizontal or stone?
They would have been basically arrayed in a row.
But they're lying flat and not upright.
They could sit up.
So it's set up and it's waving its things around, but it hasn't got out of the
Well, it is used at swords to block someone's magic attack on it.
Okay.
So your party has technically attacked first.
Can I just close the lid?
It's in a position that you can't move the lid over it unless
Okay.
you can somehow
I'll
crush it with the lid.
I'll.
Is that what you wish to do?
No. I just see this before. See this?
Yes,
See this
it
is
is.
correct.
See this?
Before said I'll close the lid, so I was just gonna do what he was gonna do. But if it's sitting up and I can't close the lid, then I presume I'm just gonna delay and kind of see what it does, since it just defended itself.
That's what I was thinking too.
Okay, so it is Hilderon's go.
Seeing Calcrix delay, I am going to throw up my Spirit Guardians. How far away is it from me?
I would probably say if you entered the room, it would be maybe 15 feet away from you.
Okay.
If you didn't enter the room, maybe 25 feet away from you.
No, I was standing in the door, I said. So, Spirit Guardians is a 10-foot circle around me. It's not in it, so it's not doing any damage. But I've got my... Around Hildren appear, like, running wolves and flying hawks glowing with lightning. Basically, radiant damage for anyone who goes in the area that I haven't chosen. And I will pull my scimitars and wait.
Okay, so you have cast Spirit Guardian.
Yep. Which is a 3rd level. And an action, which is why I'm not doing anything else.
Okay, so it stands up and gets a defensive position with its blades. Which brings us to Trellin, who gets to make a...
It's only the people I choose.
You didn't... no, it's only slows people you choose.
Or it doesn't.
Creatures of your choice have this... half the speed while in this area. When a creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, you choose Radiant or Necrotic, your choice.
I didn't think Spirit Guardians attacked my allies, but okay.
It doesn't actually state it does not. Because it only says creatures of your choice half their speed while in the area. Then it's a new sentence. When a creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it takes Radiant or Necrotic damage.
So Wisdom save halves the damage. So Trillin would probably avoid it.
I'm using my bow.
Friendly fire.
Yeah, you're behind. Anybody within 10 feet. I don't know if anyone's within 10 feet.
Well, you're in the doorway. If he's not in the doorway, he can't see what's happening.
But I said I came to the side of the door.
And 10 feet would still cover the doorway. If he's, depending on how far away he is, he wouldn't have sight of it if he's not in the doorway.
I am in the doorway.
So then you make the saving throw. Because unfortunately Spirit Guardians does not distinguish friend or foe. It doesn't actually say enemies.
I rolled a 1, but I'll use my ring of evasion to automatically succeed.
I wouldn't waste it.
So then you take half damage.
No damage.
It's a wisdom save, not a dex save.
Not a dex save.
Yes. Does your ring of evasion work on non-dex?
This ring has 3 charges and it regains when you fail a dex saving throw.
So it didn't use its charge. So you take double damage from... and you declared radiant?
I declared radiant.
Mm-hmm.
So...
But that's halved based on my secret craft.
That gives you less radiant damage?
That's right.
So it's 9 in total.
Cool. You add your... You gain damage reduction equal to your tier from fire and radiant energy damage.
So you take 3 less damage.
Okay.
It adds up.
I rolled a 9.
So that would be... you
18
take 15
minus
damage.
3. I've never had Spirit Guardians do that before. And I've had people in my radius.
Not all the time.
No, not all the time.
I've been using the 5e1, which doesn't hurt your allies.
Alright.
Because you're throwing down divine fury, filling the area of flitting spectral forms. And what is interesting is it specifically specifies only slows down people you choose.
Okay.
Sorry, didn't expect that.
That's fine.
Well, it's much like the wall of force.
Yeah.
Oh, wall of fire. Okay, so now you've done that, would you like to attack?
Yes. Two 15s. So that's 30.
Okay, so it stops 1.
And is it a...
And the second one's a hit.
Right. And is it advantage or is it... I've forgotten the word.
Advantage or disadvantage?
No. Anyway, I'll remember it. Is it the...
Oh, good.
Is it advantage or is he rolling 2 attacks?
No.
No?
I can't remember the word.
Do you remember what it does?
Double damage.
It is not a critical hit, no.
Okay.
You get a standard hit and only 1 standard hit.
And... 32 damage.
Okay.
Are you using your arrow of life? If your arrow is like my arrow, it has radiant damage.
Yes.
Which is important.
2 and 12
2 and 12
for the second attack.
One attack didn't do any damage.
What?
The first of... Oh, so this is... Because you fired 2 arrows?
I fired with advantage,
Okay.
but rolled 2 15s.
Okay, I thought they were...
Sorry.
In which case then the first hit didn't hit at all.
Yeah.
He blocked it.
Okay.
We'll do the damage for the second one. Let's see what armor class did you hit?
27.
27 will be a hit. And we already did the damage as 32.
Yep.
Okay, so that brings us to Cetus.
I would like to walk away from it.
It doesn't seem to be threatening at this stage.
Yep. I just walk away from it.
Do you walk out the room?
No, I don't walk through. Am I able to move away from it without going to Eldritch spell?
You can.
I will do that.
Can you? Oh yeah, but
That's
through the door.
This
I'm
is
not
just
going
not through
through
the
the door.
doorway.
I'm staying in the room, just walking away from the skeleton.
But can you do damage?
Well, he had an opportunity to attack me before you had a turn, and he chose to take up a defensive stance. Because I'm right next to him, or I was right next to him.
Well, that might use his reaction. So you could do damage.
Yes.
The
But
question
I
is,
think-
do they want to?
I think Cetus, like me, is not entirely sure that.
Last time I started swinging at something willy-nilly, I killed a bunch of children.
Yeah.
Once bitten, twice shy.
And the time before that, I stabbed Dimitri.
Which is why I'm looking to see if I've got some sort of. Well, I guess the robe of eyes would tell me if there's an illusion here.
Does not appear to be an illusion.
And dispel magic would dispel any
Enchantment.
enchantment that might be here, but there might be magic that's like holding the lycanthrope guy in stasis for the rest of his life.
Okay, so you've moved out of the way, which then brings us to Merc.
Okay. I'll also step back. Can I cast as a level 3 spell slot Speak with Dead?
Yeah,
You can.
I don't have that. I was hoping you would.
Alright.
I was going to suggest that, but I forgot if it was the bard spell or not.
I would like to try to talk to this skeleton with scimitars and fancy ruby necklace, if I can, please.
The reason I did Sacred Flame is because I'd set it at my fingertips, which to me means that the moment something moved, I was going to cast it.
Yeah.
I just
Speak
have
with
a
the
bow in my
Dead
hands.
does not have a valid target. Unless you're picking something other than the moving skeleton.
So what did you say? Not a. You got to pick a valid
Mhm.
target, and the skeleton's not a valid target.
It is not because it's not a corpse.
It's not dead, it's
Right.
undead.
Yeah,
Okay.
Well, that is a shame.
which means we could
Could you
just talk
just
to
talk
it.
to it?
Yeah, can I just say hi?
That's what Calgary does.
It does a partial salute with the sword.
Alright, so I make the gesture with my hands. Both lower your weapon, and to my team, move back, lower your weapons to try to show peace.
Okay.
I think we've already, by stepping back and staying out of it, we've done what we can.
Okay, Calcrix will need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wasn't she next to the coffin?
Yes, but she's also large.
Oh, that's right. No, she's medium.
Oh, medium. You medium at the moment or large?
You've been large was too big for the dungeon.
I think you said large was too big for the dungeon, so I have had to be medium. Does that mean anything different from my wisdom saving throw?
Well, I didn't have you sitting against the coffins. I had you behind Cetus
Right.
because you've got reach stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So that would have put you inside the radius.
That's okay. Okay. So wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
So that's. Wisdom's not too bad. So for a saving throw, it's plus 11. And do I add a proficiency to that, or is it just a straight plus 11?
Does it?
She's proficient in wisdom.
Then it should be plus 11, yes.
Okay.
Because the 11 includes your
Oh, the
proficiency.
11 includes the 4. Okay, so that's a 25.
Yep, you're
Okay.
fine. Half
No,
damage.
she takes half damage.
So I
Half
take
radiant
damage.
damage.
Half radiant damage.
Oh, is that because I'm close to the spirit?
The spiritual guardians, yes.
12. So 6.
So you take 6 damage.
Right. Right. Calcrix is gonna very tolerantly request that you remove your spell to stop hurting us.
I can't do anything yet.
Because she's resisting making a different response when someone hurts her. Which is to hurt the back. But that's more that impulsive ow. So she's holding that in for now.
How big's the room?
That's fireball.
Is 15 foot by 25 foot.
So the door is on the 15-foot wall or the 25-foot wall?
It's on the 15-foot wall.
Okay.
Against one wall, so basically stemming to the side on the inside puts you in the centre of the room. And goes almost halfway into the room.
So she's just like, ow, can you please drop that spell?
Do we should do anything else?
I want to talk with the skeletons like Merc does, but since Merc said hi, I don't want to be rude and stop his flow of conversation, so...
Speak to the skeleton, I say.
Okay, so that goes to Hilda.
Hildren doesn't want to drop the spell, but she does want to, seeing that it hurts people, she wants to move in a way that she's not going to be hurting people. Okay. Is that possible?
You can leave the room.
No, she doesn't want to do that. The reason she doesn't want to drop the spell is in case it goes back.
There's no way you cannot hit people with the spell.
I also have a question for the GM.
Mm-hmm.
If Eep sees that Calcrix has been hurt, how long does Eep wait before Eep does something about it?
Not very long.
Okay.
She'll drop the spell.
Okay.
But she will move next to the coffin.
Yep, you move next to the coffin. Okay.
Dropping the spell isn't an action, is it?
It is not an action. You have to choose to maintain it.
She is going to hold an action with a trigger.
What is the trigger?
If the skeleton or the undead attacks any of the party, she will attack. Or if anything undead attacks the party, she will attack the undead.
That can be done in multiple ways.
Mm-hmm.
If the undead physically attacks any member of the party...
That's a completely different trigger than the first one.
If the undead physically attacks any of the party, she will physically attack the skeleton back.
Well, you have learnt from the goblin.
He can verbally assault us and be fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it also technically means that it can cast a spell, but...
Okay, so with that end thing, it has its scimitars ready but does not attack. Which brings us out of combat, as it was not a limited resource spell held in reserve. Because those things basically dissipate to the next round, you don't do anything.
Mm.
So what would you like to do now that you're out of combat?
I'd like to talk to the skeleton, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
So, can we say things like, what's your name, what shall we call you?
You realise it does not have any vocal cords, as it is a skeleton. You can probably clatter its teeth, but that's not really telling you anything.
Okay. Can I get an indication if it can understand me? Can I say, tap the top of the sarcophagus once if you can understand me?
Here's your thumbs up.
Okay, it's not what I asked for, skeleton, but it's still good. I give him a thumbs up.
My action isn't held anymore because we're out of combat.
Technically, you can have that held, and then if something does happen,
Okay,
it
no,
triggers.
I'm holding it. I was going to get paper and a pen out of my bag, but I'm holding it.
Look, I was seeking the same thing, but I don't know if the skeleton writes. So maybe Cacrix will just ask and say, "Can you write?"
It shakes his hand with a sort of no gesture.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes, no questions only then.
Yeah, a thumb up for yes, a thumb down for no.
And they also the other universal hand signs.
Yes, there are.
A middle finger if you don't like the question.
Also numbers 1 through to 10.
I ask, were you an ally of the Big O?
It does a thumb down.
Okay. Were you an ally of the other people in this room, in these coffins?
It gives a thumb up.
Okay. Can I have that ruby necklace? It looks beautiful. I'd like to charm the skeleton.
It does a sort of a shake of its hand.
Okay. Can I pull out the jar of glitter and show the skeleton, point to the glitter, to the jewel, and indicate a swap?
It shows you its middle finger.
Okay.
Cacrix is like, that's fair. That's just a little jar of glitter, and that's a really beautiful ruby.
And I did just take the glitter from his ally.
Yeah.
What can we ask with yes/no answers? Anyone got any ideas?
Do you know how long you've been in here?
It gestures no.
Were you here fighting the Big O?
It gestures yes.
Do you want your remains to remain here, or would you like them taken to somewhere
Consecrated ground.
consecrated ground? Yeah.
It does not care about its remains.
Are you willing to fight?
That's right. That's what I was thinking.
It gives you a thumbs up.
Join the party.
I'm all for it.
Yep.
Are you wanting him to join the party because once he gets annihilated in the next
that
battle,
ruby
he can
necklace.
Whoa. Put him at the front of the party
name?
because he's...
What was it?
Do you want us to give you a name?
It gestures no.
Well,
Are you okay with us just calling you the
named
skeleton?
PCs have their survival characteristics.
I'm just thinking of how we're going to refer to the skeleton.
Well, we could.
Are you a male? I'm asking for Merc.
It sort of looks down at itself and it just looks at you and does this.
When you were alive, were you male?
It just sort of looks you up and down and just tilts its head.
He wants to know that one from me.
Can I pull out a piece of parchment and a pen? I'm assuming that we're speaking common and the skeleton is understanding common, and write down each letter in the common alphabet and just go through and say, I want you to spell out your name, give me a thumbs up when I'm at the right letter, and just go through the letters, sounding them out if I need to get to the point where I've got the skeleton's name. Can I do that?
You can do that.
I do that, please.
Okay, it's the name of your eldest child.
Okay.
You recognize this one.
Am I your father? My name is Merc Ada Aiden.
He goes,
Yeah, okay. That's a fair call.
I'm trying to remember. Your daughter's the oldest, isn't she?
She was. I think she was 22.
And she's,
from memory.
Mercadia?
Mercadia, yeah. Okay, so I say to the party, I think this may be my oldest child, my daughter, Macadia.
Do you have other children in these sarcophagus?
My other child is
So
looking for a killer.
I ask, is your brother in any of these other sarcophagus or coffins?
It points to the third one.
The trapped one. Okay. Well, I guess we better wake him up.
Calcris is sidling towards leaving the room because if anyone's going to set off a trap, she's not interested in being a part of that trap.
I'm more than happy to open it up because I have things to avoid traps.
Or can I try to disarm the trap?
You could.
I'm fairly sure your
the
sleight of
trap-
hand is decent.
Yeah, I think I've got a good sleight of hand.
In fact, I'm fairly sure you have proficiency in thieves' tools.
Like slightly open it so you can get to the trap.
Thieves' tools, a D4, yeah.
Is the trap on the outside or the inside?
None the inside.
Oh yeah.
Alright, well, can I try to use my thief tool proficiency to disarm the trap?
Looking at it, it seems this sarcophagus is sealed against atmosphere.
Okay. I say to Makeda, should we attempt to open your brother's sarcophagus? Okay. Is it sealed for a reason? Because if he had died from some sort of bubonic plague or something.
Became dust, he got disintegrated.
Calcris is officially outside of the room but looking in.
If we
Especially if bubonic plague is mentioned.
If we wake your brother up, will he fight with us against the Big O? Was he an ally of the Big O? No. Okay, well, at least there's that. What do you want to do?
I'm happy with.
Ask about the other one.
I think is that the last one?
The first one with
The first one with the
eagle, silver eagle pendant.
The person with the silver eagle, is that your ally?
were you related?
Husband, wife.
Were they related to anyone else in the room? Okay. It's not one of our kids, that's good.
Of course, the skeleton might not recognise anyone in the room.
Fair
True.
enough.
What do you want to do about this last sarcophagus?
I mean, it's trapped and sealed. You could open it, but I would be setting off the trap.
I ask, is your brother undead like you, or dead? Don't know. I knock on the top of the sarcophagus, see if I can hear anything.
Yes, you hear an echo.
But no knocking back?
Not that you can hear.
It just might be a pile of dust.
Yeah, he very well could be a pile of dust.
Until there's nobody home.
Was your brother buried with a lot of valuable jewellery? Don't know. Okay.
You're gonna
I guess
take
if
the
she was
necklace
buried
from the
first.
skeleton.
I mean,
so
he
you
was the
can-
merchant. She's the spy, he's the merchant.
He's a merchant.
It's just some weird time loop thing where you take the necklace from the skeleton to give it to your daughter, for you to then take it from your daughter later on to give back to your daughter.
That's right. Ultimate recycling.
Exactly it.
Ultimate recycling.
Where did it originate from? We'll never know.
Alright, so it sounds like if it's sealed, there's probably some sort of gas or something of the sort that will be released once you break the seal, if I had to guess. So I think everyone needs to get out of the room if we're going to open it.
Hold breath.
Yeah, I've got...
I can do that too.
I think it's a cantrip, isn't it? Yeah, so I've got a cantrip which is circular breathing. So I will cast circular breathing on myself, please.
Who leaves the room and who's willing to stay for a potential poison trap?
I'm gonna leave.
I hold my breath.
This is already out the door.
I knew you were out the door. You're the smart one to leave when then tinkering with stuff, and Trollum follows you out with the, he doesn't have to try to hold his breath. He can just be out of the room.
Mm.
I'm staying in.
Alright, we're doing it.
Yeah.
I open the sarcophagus if I can, please.
First, I will give you a Thieves' Tools check. Because Thieves' Tools may actually save you.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like something I'm not going to. 14.
Grab another one of those.
I think it's a D4 with Thieves' Tool. D4. Ugh. 17. And is it Constitution?
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
It's a
Dexterity.
suit.
Same. So 20.
Okay, so you believe you might have collected the poison out of the sarcophagi? Because, hey, thieves' tools do come with various things.
They're collecting like a jar or something?
More like something like a water skin.
Yeah, put that away. I think that could come in handy later. So we push open the top.
Okay. Looking inside is another skeleton with black robes, a gold scepter with a skull on the tip.
Skull on the tip does not sound very appealing.
Mm.
I look back at my skeleton daughter. I say, is that your brother? Is it safe to wake him up?
Can he be woken up?
Yeah, can we wake him up? Is it possible? Alright, and there's no movement from the skeleton?
Yeah, it's not moving.
I grab the scepter.
Okay, yes, you now have a golden scepter.
That was very surprising.
In an instant
Does
action.
he
Is
hear
it
any
magical?
voices when he grabs the scepter?
Yeah. Nothing happens, or
Yeah, I'm writing something down just so I know.
Kill them all.
So yes, you now have a golden scepter. With a skull at the tip. All made out of gold.
I look to my daughter and say, is this dangerous? Will it harm me by holding it?
Should you have grabbed it?
Do I have any perception that could tell me if it's magical or not? Not magical.
No, that was, do I have any perception and tell if it's magical?
Yeah.
You do have magic identification, and you
Yeah.
can detect magic, but you'd have to cast detect
I
magic
have to
first.
cast it, yeah.
Seems to know you
I
very
say,
well.
is this magical? If this is something I can hold opposed to put in the bag, yeah. I hold it and I say to my daughter, join us to fight against the Big O. Is there anything else in the coffin where my potential son is?
Just a golden scepter.
Which we've got with a skull on the top, which I'm sure is happy scepter, full of goodness. What we want to do is... Oh yeah, is your spell still up?
My hold action is.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. 18 plus 15. So 33 religion check.
On
Scepter.
It doesn't seem to be designed for a specific religion, but it would definitely work with entropic gods because they generally use skull designs.
They do.
Anywhere from Nyx to Thanatos to Atzathiotl or even Orcus.
Is that anthropic, did you say?
Entropic.
Entropic.
And probably necromantic related religion.
I am dark element, so I'm not too far away from it.
Did we figure out who your god was? Was it Asterius? Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Yes, but no guarantee his kids follow the same god.
No, it's... Seiko has met Asterius.
Okay. I say to the rest of the team, it doesn't look like my potential son's bones are waking up. I've got this cool scepter.
I still have undead. There's still possible undead around me. I'm still holding my action.
I think my potential daughter's the undead. Do we want to move on? Or do we want to keep looking around in this room?
I'm happy to move on unless there's anything in this room you want to look at.
So I would believe Hildrum would know that any undead in the presence of a cleric of Orcus can be taken control of fairly easily. Or any other of the necromantic gods can take control of undead, willing or not.
Okay, so that, if I read between the lines, that sounds like my potential son was a cleric of Orcus.
No.
No?
To me, it reads as "don't take her."
Yeah, reads as
It's going to be used against us.
she could be used against us.
Do we have this conversation as, like, characters?
Bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
Big O control.
I guess the question would be for you to ask your daughter, considering there's that risk, would she prefer to stay, or is she able to leave Rapanathak under her own will at this stage? And can you send her somewhere?
Paradox?
I don't know what paradox is.
That's the person you'll be meeting tomorrow.
Send her to go
Daughter
shit.
live, future.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, potentially. I'm not sure how time works here. Quite sort of like for a sort of time paradox. So I say to my daughter, would you like to rest back in your sarcophagus and we will close it up for you?
Just as a
So
Not sure or don't know.
bit of a not doesn't really care either way.
See, I'm also very conscious that we broke the lock. So even if we close it up, there's no guarantee that she won't be used against us. Because she can just get out of the coffin and come after us.
Unless you manage to relock or repair the lock. I don't know if mending would repair the lock.
Like peace.
I've got mending.
Some of you also have arcane lock.
I don't think I've got
I don't
lock,
think
but
Children says to
mending.
Mercadia, like peace. As in, would you like peace?
Does a
Stop control.
I'm happy to do it. Just cut off her head.
Do you want a moment with your daughter?
I was more thinking about the ruby necklace. I say to her, okay, go back into the coffin, rest, and we will cover the coffin back up.
Okay. She gets back up onto the back into the sarcophagus and lays down.
And I say, before we move this very heavy stone back on top, which I'm sure a skeleton couldn't move because you've got no muscle mass, how about for your dad, you give me that ruby necklace?
The blade sort of points towards you of one of her scimitars.
It was worth an ask.
Hey, she might be a lot like you and doesn't want to share.
Yeah, that is spawn of my seed.
Peace. Free.
Just close it back up. You never know when she might come in handy in the future.
Okay, so it closes.
Would mending fix the lock?
Mending could fix the lock, yes.
Because I can just do mending.
You can.
And that way she won't be used willy-nilly without
Us going back.
us going back.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Okay, so you mends the lock.
All right. I am thinking about taking those fake vampire teeth.
I figure your daughter's sneaking back up to kill you against her own will.
That's a good idea. Can I use Mage Hand to take the fake vampire teeth?
You can use Mage Hand to take fake vampire teeth.
I would do that, please.
So you now have a set of fake vampire teeth.
That is so sweet. I'll put it in my bag.
I hope you've got a sanitation spell.
I do, actually. I do.
You do. You're particularly good at your sanitation spell.
Let's continue on, shall we?
Sure.
Got this sweet scepter. Got a bit of swagger when I walk.
Take time check.
Take time check.
Take time check.
Oh yes, I will have to check it. At some point there's a few things I need to check before our long rest.
I'll paste the footing that. I'm sure you can just make it up as you go along.
Yeah, well, skulls are always a sign of goodness and faith and healing.
You head towards the door.
I would look to see if your spell's still up.
I've been standing near you and you haven't.
Then yes, I would walk towards the
Hildren
door.
steps before you. Take time check.
I look around. I'm like, does anyone know what she's trying to say?
You have "Hey, come," said by Eve, holding up a cookie.
I take the cookie.
And Eve happily walks off.
Eat the cookie. I say, thank you, Eve.
I have cookie too. Head off to the next room.
Are they standard chocolate chip cookies?
They taste like whatever you'd want them to taste like.
Probably at that point I would say chocolate chip cookies.
Because if you wanted it to taste like gold, it tastes like gold.
Chocolate chip cookies with flakes of gold.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hildren reluctantly moves from the doorway.
I think she wants you to do some sort of detect magic or identify before you walk out of here with a potentially cursed item.
With a potential fun item.
Though technically it would already be too late.
Yeah, well, the sooner the rest of the party knows, the better.
What have I got? I think I do have identify as...
You have a point, but I guess depending on where I'm standing outside the room, I haven't had a clear look at the scepter. So I wouldn't have context.
Did we do
He's talked about Golden Scepter.
Yes, but he hasn't held it up
No.
for
Yeah.
Galcrix to see with the rope of eyes.
We didn't do a detect magic in here. Did we?
So if I'm at the door, can I see Caltrix?
You can brandish
You
the
could
scepter for
show me the
Galcrix.
scepter.
Yeah. So can I say,
Is this magical?
is this magical? Do you see anything with this?
Robe of eyes.
Doesn't look magical.
Doesn't look magical, but
Looks shiny.
skull looks like a bad sign. Did you do an identify on it before you picked it up?
I didn't because it was gold.
Do you realise I've learnt recently that sometimes if you pick up an object, even if you want to or not, it becomes yours? And I found out that may sometimes obligate you to things that you don't know about.
If someone paid me this amount in gold, I would be obligated.
Though you do feel as if there's something in the skull as you move it around.
Okay. So is it like a... Do I feel like it's a hollow skull rattling?
It does feel like a sort of hollow. It doesn't seem to be rattling.
You taking the septum up, you seen as you accepting the gift from
The big
insert person here.
Quite possibly, and I thank him for his generous gift.
Can I do an identify on it without touching it?
Identify
Unless you
is
don't
touch, I
see
think.
the words, no thank
Well,
you.
Oh, identify is only through touch?
I've got identify as well, and it's in my hand.
Yep, well, maybe you should do an identify on it.
All
I
right.
don't really want to touch it.
Why
I
not?
don't like touching things with skulls.
I would like to do identify.
Unless they're alive people. And it's a hug.
Just to remind people, last session, when we saw Calcrix, even though like she hadn't left our sight, suddenly there's a talon-shaped blade on her back.
Oh, I don't even recall that.
That's the reason you don't recall it. It's there now.
Yeah, and that's what she's talking about when she says sometimes when you take hold of an object, it becomes yours even though you don't intend it to become yours, and you have obligations you didn't realise you might have, because she's recently learnt this lesson when she picked up a sword for somebody else and it became her sword instead.
Could I cast identify?
At what level?
What's this looking for?
And how many hit points are you willing to sacrifice?
It's up at 4.
What would 10 hit points give me?
10 hit points would be the same as I'm spending 5.
Is that level 5?
No, 10 hit points would be level 2, and level 2 gets you the same as level 1.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got
gotcha,
to cast in
so
brackets.
5, 10. I
They go up by 10 each time, starting at 5. Because it's 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 are the brackets all casting.
You still have 10 hit points.
Hmm?
I gave you temporary hit points when we came in.
Yeah, and that was 10, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
maybe if
But it doesn't use a temporary hit points.
it doesn't use temporary hit
No,
points.
it doesn't.
Alright.
But you have temporary hit
But I
points.
have temporary hit points.
Because it will reduce your maximum, not your temporary.
And these ones I can't get back till I have a long rest, right? So it's not as if I can use heal.
Because it reduces your maximum.
Yep. Until the long rest.
Yeah.
So can I use a spell slot? For
Identify doesn't use spell slots.
Ah, okay. Alright. Well, I will just carry it for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
See how we go. Because I am a bit squishy.
Okay, so as you're walking with it, it does seem to make some sort of moaning noise.
Is there any reason why you're not going to cast Identify on that? I'm really uncomfortable with you carrying it around before we know what it does.
Yeah, I don't want to die. I fall into traps quite a bit, and I need
moans.
Well,
my health.
how about until we have a long rest, we just take extra special care of you, and I can put you in my little hamster ball if there's any risk to your life.
Well, if we get to that point, we can talk about it. But I want to know more about this moaning.
Mm-hmm.
Is it male, female, animal?
Sounds male-ish.
What kind of moan is it? Pained? Happy?
Well,
sad?
hard to tell. It's only while he's walking.
Can I try to talk to the skull?
Of course, you can attempt as many things as you like. Oh, Lorik, I knew you well.
I'm gonna try to talk to it. I'm gonna say, is there anyone there?
And it is giving you a stone-faced response.
Okay, this is very interesting. I walk another 5 meters.
As you're walking with it, it does seem to give out sort of a low moan as you step.
I jump up and down.
Okay, it gives out a louder moan.
Okay. This is very odd, but also amusing.
Can I detect
Not stealthy.
evil and good on it,
No.
maybe?
You could if you like.
Because I don't think I have to do touch for that one. I'm just looking, because I definitely don't want to touch it, especially if it's moaning. I remember that from Zol's skull. It's not my preference. No, that's a radius one. It might set off no matter what. It's more seems to be aimed at creatures than a thing. So I don't think it's
Which one though?
detect evil and good.
Well, that would normally detect the presence of creatures or areas.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I don't think it's going to help me at all with this object. And identifies really what I want to do, but I just don't want to come in contact with it.
So what does Merc do with his moaning golden skull scepter?
I really just continue on with the party, I suppose.
Okay. Everyone hears a slight moan every time he steps.
Look, this is probably going to put
Loud.
Calcrix at a disadvantage for perception checks, but she's stuffing the good old cotton wool in her ears. She has it for other occasions. She hasn't had to use it for a long time, but yeah, cotton wool ears.
I walk very softly and without
Okay.
force.
Then it's a very low moan each step.
Okay.
Loud, not stealthy.
I'll stay towards the back.
Says Mr. Squishy.
Mm-hmm.
I can be at the actual back because at least I'm wearing cotton wool. Or not wearing.
Okay,
using.
so going back into the main corridor and continuing down it, you come up to the secret door that Calcrix saw previously at the intersection where it turns south, and the secret door is on the north of the intersection.
Check for traps.
You can check for traps. Give me a investigate check.
Since we're stopped, I'll take the cotton wool out just in case there's something I should be listening to. So investigation. No matter how many times I do it, I still have to look it up. And plus 3 times 2, and it's plus 6. So that means so it's 23.
Looking at it, there does not appear to be a trap on it,
Okay.
and you manage to find the method of opening.
The handle, I presume.
Could be anything.
The what?
Method of opening.
Method of opening. Okay, well, I'll open
Identification
it
spells.
and look inside.
Inside, you see a corridor that goes north for about 25 feet with a secret door on the end of the corridor on the east wall.
So it might be a cut through. Do I sense anything with the robe of eyes?
Now you can see Merc trying to step softly, and Hildrun going loud.
There doesn't seem to be any traps, and this corridor leads to another secret door. Do we want to go down it?
And the corridor goes south about, let's say about 60 feet.
Yes.
I'd say with a definite yes from Trellin, we'll start heading down the corridor.
Okay, there is an obvious lever in the corridor for opening this door.
So it must be like a connecting secret passageway shortcut thing.
And you can see behind you there's an obvious lever to open the far door that you just came through.
There's nothing in the middle.
So it just appears to be a transit room.
Just seems to just be a shortcut that
Mhm.
someone wanted to hide. Okay. Do we want to go out the other side?
Yes.
Lead the way, Sir Trellin.
All right.
If Trellin's leading the way, Hildren's at his shoulder,
Looks at the
just
back
behind him.
with his moaning gold rod.
Hildren's been trying to think if she has a silence spell.
I've got
I
a good
do,
sneak. I should be
actually.
able to walk very softly.
I do have a silence spell. Because
So
I...
you do believe it is inertia based?
Inertia based?
Yes, the moaning.
So as you move. Okay. It's very interesting. Like if I ever fight someone with it, it's just gonna be moaning as I hit them over the head. Like it's incredibly interesting.
Okay, as Trellon and Hildren look into the room, they can see water dripping from the ceiling and mushrooms and fungi of many kinds and colours. So you found a mushroom room.
Right.
Based on my experience with other mushroom areas in the Shadowlands, does this look similar?
It does, though it looks more cultivated than you would have expected.
So like someone's purposely been growing these mushrooms?
Or had for a while before something happened to them.
I'm going to
But-
go off the old man's advice and not lick things just for the sake of licking them.
As Trellon and Hildren are looking in, they hear shrill screams coming from the room.
Well, I'll run across the top of the roof
Mm-hmm.
and check.
And exit the room.
Well, I want to see from above what is the problem.
Give me a perception.
30.
Okay, so as you're looking, you see a skeleton in red robes and another one in full plate lie amongst the mushrooms with 3 shrieker mushrooms making all the racket.
So they're lying amongst mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. There are 2 skeletons lying amongst the mushrooms, and there are 3 shriekers in the room, which are specific mushroom types that make loud noise when they detect the presence of people,
Okay, alright.
which is the underground warning system.
Not a bad system.
Which means if there's someone tending this garden, they will be here soon.
I haven't seen this. Like, I'm assuming my passive perception hasn't shown me this. It's just the mushrooms block
You
my view.
probably recognise shriekers.
Tempted to take them out. Do I know they're fairly easy to take out?
Oh yeah, they're one-shot wonders.
Yeah. I'll take 2 shots.
Okay, so with 2 shots, you put 2 of the shriekers down, and it's down to a single voice instead of 3.
There you go.
Wade in and slice.
Okay, as you wade in, give me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm holding my breath because it's mushrooms.
Okay. Then you slash one as the room starts to fill with gas and spores.
I'm out of there.
Okay.
Because I've got 55 feet of movement. And
Do you head for the way you came in or the other door?
no, the other. So
Stick with the party or leave the party?
stick with the party.
Okay. Always a good option. Okay, so you find yourself back in the connecting passageway as you see Hildren covered with a yellow spores.
All right.
Oh. I had.
I can summon a gale around myself for the next hour. Can I push the poison and spores away from me?
You can. There is only one way it can go.
What?
No.
Well, if she's pushing the spores
No,
away from
okay,
her,
I'm not
there's...
doing that. I'm holding my breath.
You're in a sealed room with one open door, so if you start pushing the spores away from her, there's only one
What?
direction they can go.
I keep
Wonderful
walking
behind you.
and
Oh, thank you.
perceive. I meant to ask you to get me your coke. I keep walking and investigate the other door.
I'll get it.
So,
I'm already up.
does Merc see Hildren covered in spores
And walking through to the other side, yes.
and walking through to the other side?
Hildren gets to make a investigate check on the door while holding her breath.
Holding my breath does nothing. So, like, it doesn't penalise me.
And just pointing out you're holding your breath.
Yep. Thank you.
Much like I keep pointing out, Merc's scepter is making low moaning sounds.
15 plus 9, so 24.
It does not appear to be trapped or locked. But it does appear to be well used. Apparently you found the main food source of the area and just waded through it.
She has no problem with this. She opens the door.
Okay. Opening the door, you see a corridor going north and south with 2 doors to the north, 1 door to the south, a passageway breaking off to the east opposite the door to the south, and the passageway curves back around further south towards the west.
So passage door going east from the south door and the corridor continuing.
Okay, so there's on the west wall there are 2 doors to the north of you,
Yeah.
and 1 door to the south. Opposite the door to the south is a passageway heading east.
Yep.
And at the bottom of the passageway going south, it bends west. And also above the doorway to the north, it bends west. So it's pretty much a U-shaped passageway with doors.
Okay. I close the door, wade back through the mushrooms, step through the other door, close that door.
Okay. And what was Merc doing while you were investigating those things?
He's still got circular breathing
Mm-hmm.
on. He's sort of hanging around, and he was wondering if prestidigitization, which I can clean or soil an object of 1 cubic foot or less.
Don't forget you also have the feat that gives you extra things as well.
Which one's that?
In your feats and abilities, there is the elective study from Wizard. Prestidigitation.
Presto prestidigitation. Well, I was wondering, because that's a cantrip, if I could use that
Probably, but I'll get one
on the clothes to get rid of all the spores.
You can.
I will do that as Hildren's taking an investigation check, also cleaning these yellow spores off.
Okay,
my
so
clothes.
you're cleaning from across the room.
No, he's circular breathing. I think he's said he
Circular
walked
breathing.
in.
So you
Circular
walked in
breathing.
as well?
You could just leave it and wait for me to come back.
I was across the room, because it looks very hectic in the mushroom room. So sort of from just
Because
outside.
the reason I was asking was if he cleans it while you're doing your investigative with the door, then you
It
walk
does
back through
nothing.
the room.
Hey, what's the distance on it? I'll just check the distance very quickly. 60 feet. So
Yes, you can do it from across the room.
I get it from across the room, please.
Then I turn and walk back. I close the door, turn, walk back,
And
close
he's
the other
covered with
door.
the spores again as she reaches you.
Okay.
I mean, it's cantrip.
Well, yeah, that's right. Well, at least we know when we get out of the spores, I can do that.
Wax on, wax off.
Wax on, or wax off, and then lots more wax back on.
2 doors north, north-south passage.
There are 3 other doors you haven't seen. And 3 other passages.
Yeah, so north-south passage, 3 doors, branching passage. Main goes west.
Can I
Curves
use my flying carpet in order to help people?
Well, you could, but if you fly through the room, you'll get spores anyway because they've kicked up enough of it.
Right.
Wind push away into passage. This is really frustrating me, but I'm not giving it up.
I
Also
don't know
wet.
what that means. So,
Lots of wind.
where
Go ahead.
If you
We're
think that will
all-
work,
are we all now in the corridor at the door
Yes.
The door's closed.
of the mushroom room, but it's closed?
I closed it as I walked through.
And you're the only one who went to the other side to see everything, right? You're talking in single syllables and not whole sentences, single words as well. So we have no idea what you've actually seen on the other side, unless you've drawn a map or a picture.
Do you
that
say
shows.
draw?
No, I don't.
I perceive the confusion on their faces. I pull out a piece of paper and draw what I saw.
That is some high level thinking that I wasn't expecting, but I guess at this stage, do we know anything about if it's dangerous to walk through the mushroom room?
No idea, but there is paranoia going. And it's lovely.
Right. Is there any reason why we wouldn't explore the other bits and pieces we haven't explored yet, or just use this cut through?
You can ignore the cut through and explore other pieces.
Well, what would you guys like to do? Would you like to traipse through the mushroom forest and go look at that side, or?
I honestly don't mind.
Okay, well, we'll go through the mushroom room then and use prestidigitation and hope that the skeletons that Trellin saw don't attack us. The other skeletons are being willing to talk to. They might be more of Merc's kids.
Could be. I do have a few.
Grandkids. Great-grandkids. So, I guess we could go and find out if they're your children. It's a little bit disturbing that all your children are skeletons.
Well, everyone dies at some point.
From a very pragmatic point of view, I'd be a lot more upset.
So, in a couple of levels, I'm immune to aging.
So not everyone dies at some point.
He's immune to aging, but he can still die of old age at the age he is at the time he's immune to aging.
Okay, that sounds very technical.
That's right.
All right,
It doesn't
well,
extend his life, it just stops his body from aging.
Wait 10 minutes.
Do you say that as the character?
Yep.
Okay.
Hildren sits down, closes her eyes.
I do for 10 minutes.
Tattoos start glowing. I am casting Restoration at 2nd level as a ritual.
Okay.
Restoration on...
Me.
I thought we said restoration wasn't going to work.
Lesser restoration.
Yes.
Because,
She's getting really frustrated. No, we never said. In fact, I suggested we do it.
yeah, no, we did discuss it. And, when we looked up restoration, restoration was disease and things. Because, I looked into this at the start of, 3 sessions ago, I think.
You haven't got it high enough. Because it's not deaf and paralyzed or poisoned.
What I'm actually planning is that, because it's a self-imposed trauma.
Mental traumas are the greater restoration.
Yeah,
Specifically.
and I think that's what was that's it was otherwise.
So
we
if
would have done
you're referring
restoration.
to a mental trauma, you will want the other one.
Yeah.
What level is Greater Restoration?
It is 5th.
I can cast 5th. So I can heighten that to 5th.
Yes, just that it
Yeah,
will
so-
Use a lot of hit points.
also increase the DC of the ritual.
Yeah, so restoration.
Is there a way that we can help?
Because we discussed this when
25 hit points.
we discussed the.
What would be the difficulty? I've got ritual as a specialization.
As a specialization, well,
And I've got advanced ritual up to... What have I got advanced ritual up to?
If we sing Kumbaya, that would help.
Well, yeah,
Everything
Merc
helps.
and I have both got inspiration things. Like, I've got a
cast
specific beacon of light inspiration.
first
He's
third
got
level
a
rituals.
bardic
so it wouldn't
inspiration.
work.
Bardic inspiration, yep.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
right.
I was just certain we'd had this.
I played a
discussion
bard.
sessions ago.
be
A long time ago.
A long time ago.
25 to cast it.
A halfling
And it's
bard.
using my... What check?
I would be using your religion check.
So that would be a plus 15 plus a d4.
It's possible.
I'd do it.
Wait a minute, do I have a bardic hymn that might help?
Woohoo!
Well,
do you?
As I
Let's
said,
have a
I've
look.
got
I'm
beacon
looking
of
for
hope
it.
in that. And I've got enhance ability.
Bonus saving throw.
Enhance ability wouldn't work. Guidance would work.
No, because guidance runs out
Expertise,
before 10
intelligence,
True.
expertise dice on intelligence, wisdom, or charisma.
This is wisdom.
Alright, so could I please use...
How long does it last for?
It doesn't tell me. It's just a battle hymn.
So as
Plus
long
it
as you keep
tones.
singing it.
Okay, so if you spend 10 minutes singing,
That's right.
I have... I'm proficient in voice singing, so I suppose 10 minutes
Well-
might be okay.
I guess to start singing, you got 10
Do
minutes.
I get another level up because I have an expertise? Because I have a specialization in rituals.
Could go down beacon of hope. Which
you
only requires
shouldn't be
1 minute
specialised in 5th level
concentration.
rituals.
No, it's my
And
religion
gives advantage on
specialization
wisdom saving
Mhm.
throws.
is
Mhm.
rituals.
Well,
So
advantage
that
would be
would
pretty
increase your
valuable.
expertise dice.
So if I give an expertise die
Yeah.
and you give advantage,
Is that the same thing though?
no,
different.
different. It's a double bonus
Yeah.
sort of thing.
So
So-
2 dice.
Oh, yeah,
So that would be from a... So
I mean,
what's your
instead of-
expertise dice at the moment?
Okay, I start with a 4.
Mm-hmm.
Specialization takes me to a 6.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be better off giving me bardic inspiration,
Okay.
which is an extra d10.
And also Beacon of Hope.
Which gives you
Advantage.
But and I don't want to stop this because I want this to happen. Why was restoration ruled out 3 odd sessions ago
I don't remember.
when I
Because
first suggested it?
Well, it would have been last
because
session.
level 3
Where's my
doesn't
inspiration?
doesn't benefit the thing.
That the
That the-
mental effects
I
require
suggested
a
it
fifth level
earlier
spell.
today, but you said you didn't have restoration.
And I offered to do it at level 5.
When I suggested it earlier today, you said you didn't have restoration.
No, I do, but what I've gotten in my notes is that restoration was ruled out 3 sessions ago when I came in because I'd missed a session
One session.
and I came back.
I don't remember that conversation.
And the conversation was, you looked at changing the memory, and I said, what about restoration? And then it had to be greater restoration, and then greater restoration was ruled out. And as I said, I don't want to stop this from happening. I'm just trying to understand.
I don't
How
remember
the
the
rule
discussion about greater
works.
restoration.
I'm in agreement. But
I wasn't
so,
here for that
yeah,
conversation.
I
What it
was-
sounds like is that you brought up greater restoration, and I was like, somebody might have gone, let's not do that just yet.
Yeah,
Because it takes 25 hit points from your maximum.
Yeah, because I did offer it at the start, and then we discounted all the options, and then we moved on.
I only remember the modified memory. But my
And the
memory is not
100
perfect.
gold of diamond dust you expend to cast it.
Yes. Which I have because I have all my things.
And all the ones that... What was his name? That Genrip got as well. He left those behind.
Did he leave them behind?
And he took them with him, okay.
Unless he specifies he leaves things like that behind. But he
Yeah, they
didn't.
weren't
He
in the
took
party.
his
It
stuff.
would have been his. components.
I still think we're going to find him somewhere in here.
Advantage. Wow, wonderful. 15, 17, 26,
Which is just enough, because it was 25.
Yeah.
32.
Cool.
And so yes, you managed to get off the ritual and remove the mental effect.
Right.
Therapy.
Now, what were you saying?
So, I don't know if the spores are poisonous or not. There is a corridor, as I said, as I drew. I would possibly suggest maybe cutting through, like, but because we went through all the rooms before, but we also don't know. We've got no indication of how big, if we've gone down, if we've gone up, all of that stuff.
And you've also left a passageway behind you that you've left unexplored.
We've already skipped things. Like, I am mapping as we go, relying on Martin to actually. I haven't mapped in my notes. I have written down, but it is confused as everything right now.
Well, I'm sure in Hildren's current state, her maps are more gibberish than sensical.
So, I have no problem either way. Sorry, I just was getting frustrated and thought maybe a little bit of time and focus would help. I don't mind either way. There are, as Trellin saw, 2 dead bodies in the mushroom room. The other door is very well used. I get the feeling that we're more likely to encounter something on the other side.
So the skeletons aren't animated, they're just dead skeletons.
Well, they didn't do anything when I walked past.
Right. Could always investigate skeletons on our way through.
No, I don't think we're thinking that we should go through the room. We just go back.
What I was saying is I can use my wind magic to push the spores, but the problem is I'd need to keep pushing them away from us in the other corridor until they dissipate.
We could either
Push them into a corner?
It doesn't work like that.
we could all hold our breath or do various, like, we've got various options for...
I mean, everybody should be able to hold their breath if they run through the room, and I can just make sure the spores stay in the room on the other side.
I can make a water bubble around us. At least around one person.
I've got my little sphere of protection, but it only works on one person.
That's 2 people covered.
I've got circular breathing.
Knowing
I don't think
mushrooms...
that's the right type of circle.
can I do a nature check?
Sure.
What do I have in nature? I know I've trained in it, so... I am D4 plus proficiency. So 15 again.
That seems like something we should have done, just to try to identify the mushrooms.
They might be.
That would have been quite useful.
Might be good eating.
15 plus 19 is 34, 38.
This could be their farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there might be some
Yes, the room is full of bunches of edibles, ranging from food to medicinal to poisonous.
but not recreational.
That's what I said, the medicinal.
Okay.
So...
And you're not quite sure which ones created the spores, because it could be the medicinal one or the poisonous one.
So, the mushrooms are a mixture of food, medical, and poisonous. Don't know what created the gas and the spores. It could be medicinal, so it could just be a little loopy creating, or it could be the poison. I'd probably say both.
So could Is it possible for me to check the spores with my poisonous kit to see if they're poisonous?
Sure.
I could probably go in and get you a sample of the
scrape,
poisonous mushroom.
You could scrape some off the door when you open it.
Okay. Well, while I'm in the fresh air, I'll take another deep breath to renew my
Do you want me to go and get the spores? I'm not using spells or anything. I can just hold my breath.
Well, you would probably have spores all over you.
Well,
you got rid of them.
You did the second precipitation, I believe.
Right, okay.
I can walk in, get myself covered again if you
Well, I'll
want.
just get them off the back of the door. It's just as easy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just take a couple off the back of the door.
So where you open the door, get some, and then shut the door?
Yeah.
Because the door would open into the corridor. So yes, you've got some.
And I'll
Then give me a poisonous kit check.
Oh, spaghetti. So 10.
Okay, there's something familiar about this poison. You just can't put your finger on it.
Okay. That's interesting. It's not sparkly, is it?
Not sparkly at all, no.
I don't have a jar of it then.
With like teenage Merc into some weird things.
It was into anything. Adult Mercs into anything. It's something familiar. Perhaps it's medicinal.
Would you like to make an intelligence check?
Yes, please.
Okay.
12, 17. Yeah, I don't have it. 17.
17, okay. You remember some sort of poison recently that you came in contact with?
Okay. I say to the rest of the team, I have the feeling this is a type of poison. Recent poisons I've come in contact with. The bag.
I'm looking through my feats.
Mm-hmm.
I automatically know when there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead that has been within the space within 30 feet of me for the last 24 hours. I also have resistance against the poison condition and immune to disease.
I don't think these spores poison. I think they're paralysis.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
Well, they still do a poison check, but...
Yeah.
I was looking to see if I have herbalism kit, so medicinal mushrooms would be useful to get. But I have forage. I don't have don't have herbalism kit stuff.
I've got herbalism kit stuff.
Like, I could go in, get a sample of a couple of the poisonous mushrooms and the medicinal mushrooms, and we could have a look at it, or we could just move.
I'm happy to either use my protective resilience thing or hold my breath and just go through the room.
So I've checked and it's
Or like
saying...
that flaming sword with the spores in the air, I'm sure that will help.
Mechanically,
it's just saying 1+ your constitution modifier, and
mechanically,
so for
all
me
of this
that's
would have no
6 minutes.
Calcrix is fine, the rest of us can hold our breath.
How about you?
Me, I've got circular breathing, so I don't take breath for 30 minutes.
Awesome.
I have about 45 minutes, not including my cons. Like
Which
adding
means
cons,
you can
so-
also play a musical instrument, a breath instrument for that period of time too.
Yeah, and
That's what it's designed for.
I can cast spells underwater and all that sort of stuff. Because
Nice.
Thank you.
Indefinite hold breath. Air genasi. So, unless we want to take samples of these mushrooms, because I tend to particularly, but it is Rapanathak. But I recognise these species.
I say we walk through.
Just walk through,
Yeah.
unless we want forage.
On the way
I'm
through,
good.
can I search the bodies?
You can.
I would do that if I play my character. We're all going through? Alright, let's do it. And I search the bodies on the way through, please.
Okay. The first body has a tattered red robe with a symbol that you vaguely recognize,
Do you draw my attention to it?
and a scroll case
Alright, I would pick up the scroll case.
with a quarterstaff and a lantern.
Does the quarterstaff just look like a piece of wood, or is it ornate, or...
It has scroll work all up it.
Oh, well, I would take that. That sounds valuable. I'll take the scroll case. I believe the lantern.
And it has... Second one has full plate with emblem on the chest of it. A long sword with a ivory hilt. And a belt pouch.
What's in the pouch?
Gold and a gemstone.
Well, I would definitely put those in my pocket. And then I would say, do we want to keep the armour for the forge goblin on the way home? Although this sword does look like it's of high quality to begin with.
If we're going to grab the armor, we should grab it on the way out.
Yeah, okay. On the provision we come back this way.
Yeah.
Can I do a religion check on the symbols if I've had my attention drawn to them?
Sure.
I've been forgetting my stone of good luck. 15, 18, 21.
Don't recognize the symbols.
Alright, but did I vaguely recognise the symbols? I have excel in history, I think it is.
I think you can also do, I believe there's culture as well.
Yeah, I'm strong in culture and heritage.
Could I be able to help him with that?
Do you need me to roll? That's not great. And am I... Oh no, culture, 16 and a d4. 20.
Okay, so you recognize the symbols on both the robes and the plate armor as being faded representations of Dimitri's domain.
I say the rest of the team. I think these were Dimitri's guys.
So we've found her kids, my grandson, your children, Dimitri's guys.
Who may be some of his children. Who
You
knows?
sure it's not Dimitri?
Could be. It's not telling me that I'm wrong, so maybe not.
Did you do history or culture?
I did culture, I believe. Alright.
So what's that leave? Some of Trellin's minions and one of Calcrix's siblings?
Out of interest.
You won't find any of Calcrix's siblings in here.
No.
Her siblings are all gods,
Except for Drizzle.
except for Drabble, who's almost a god.
The gold in the pouch I picked up, was it just normal gold coins?
Well, you're looking at it. These gold coins are from Karamikos, having minted it becoming a kingdom. Which means the gold would have been minted maybe this year sometime.
Okay, so very recent. That's incredibly
And these
interesting.
coins look old.
Yep. Alright, so there's something happening with time. How many gold coins did I get?
Okay, there were 127 of them.
Oh my lordy, that is sweet.
He's not going to get in trouble for counterfeit coin operations. He brings these in.
And
Held
what
him down.
was the gem?
It was a turquoise, worth about 130 gold. They're worth more than all the coins put together.
Yeah.
How many gemstones was it? One.
But a great way to bribe a dragon.
Yeah, a beautiful, vibrant turquoise gem.
So I'd like to have a look at the sword.
It is a longsword. It has symbology of the Kalari elves on the hilt.
Ooh. So I won't attune to it because Fatal is my clan, but I would try and rescue it.
Okay.
And
So was it full plate longsword and a pouch full of stuff?
Yep.
And a staff.
And the scroll case.
The scroll case, yeah.
You really need to stop picking up random things without checking that they're okay first.
Yeah, but that's half the fun.
We'd all pretty much agreed to walk through the room holding our breath, so Calcris is probably at the other end by now, just waiting.
Waiting in the corridor, looking at the people inadvertently digging through the spores.
Mm-hmm.
we've got 6 minutes.
And the emblem doesn't do any, like the emblem on the full plate doesn't.
It was the same emblem as the one on the
Demetrius.
road, which I said.
Yep. Just checking.
Very old, brand new coins.
Hildren will shrug and go join Calcris.
Merc will continue on as well.
Calcris is thinking to herself, and she's really sure that at least some of the gods that she talks to regularly are registering this. She's like, isn't it an irony? Not that long ago, they'd all do the thing they agreed. Well, I ran off because I was a child. I'd go after the pretty lights or the shiny thing. And now the roles are reversed. All the adults go get distracted by the shiny things and the things that are off to the side. And I do the plant thing. And she's just reflecting in amusement in her head of the
I was going to say,
irony
is
of
that
switch
allowed
of-
or?
It's just
If
in
it's
her head.
allowed, Cetus is probably agreeing.
She's
the current
just
situation,
amused
not
by
anything
this
one.
this transformation she's had from when she was 6 to now when she's 13, and she's quite a different dragon than she used to be.
And you do notice that as Eep went through the room, Eep just kept picking up mushrooms and swallowing them.
As long as Eep looks healthy and okay, that's okay.
Well, Eep is what she eats.
If a plant is a plant, is that cannibalism? A plant eats plant?
She's a fey creature. She's not a plant. She just
Okay.
looks like a plant.
That is what a bunch of plants do.
Yes. Plants eat plants.
Plants eat plants.
As
And
mammals eat mammals.
and
So-
spread them around.
Because plants eating plants is the same as mammals eating mammals.
Yeah. Humans eat humans.
Hildren turns to Calcris as she gets out and she says, symbology of Dimitri? Couple of interesting things. They picked them up. I don't know if that was a good idea, but we'll go.
I mean, knowing Dimitri though, one of those is probably magical.
Oh,
Didn't save them, but
a couple of them are probably magical. The sword was really nice, and the scroll case and quarterstaff had stuff all over them. I'm just, like, it doesn't really add to the information we've got.
What it does tell Calcrix, and she'll mention this to the group, is that it is obvious that the Big O is influencing everything we see and what appears here. I would not trust any of it to be real.
That's my
Or
hope.
what it is to be.
That's my hope.
I mean, our last 4 encounters have all been somehow related to us.
There's like a twitch, and Hildren shakes herself and then focuses again.
Did not mean to bring that up, but yeah.
This is a god definitely manipulating the people within his realm. And to be truthful, if people entered my realm trying to destroy me and my influence, I would try to get to them underneath their skin too, so...
Oh, we are the bad people here.
Oh, no, he's still the bad guy.
We're the invaders into his house. He hasn't done anything to us.
Really? He's done heaps to me and mine.
Nothing to me and mine.
I mean, we saw your kids dead in his realm.
They could have died of old age, for all I know.
I have saved 3 people. Two. One Rune had his family slaughtered by the clerics of Orcus. Rune's wolf was lying hurt amongst his slaughtered family by the clerics of Orcus. And my dryad friend, I literally saved from dying based on an attack from the clerics of Orcus.
Oh, Orcus is definitely evil and a corrupter and needs to be... His influence does need to be removed from this
Or from a
area
certain
in order
point of
for it to
view.
thrive.
Or from a certain point of view.
It's all perspective.
He's attacked my family.
It's the thing to remember that no matter how good you are, you're the villain in somebody's story.
Happy to be the villain in his.
I'd rather be the villain in his story than the hero.
Okay, do you wish to go north and try doors or south and try doors?
Neither here nor there for me.
You want to
South.
flip one of you?
South
You want to
sounds
flip
good.
your death coin?
I think we've got a call. South is good.
You could flip your wedding coin.
Just a
I don't have the wedding coin.
question of curiosity.
Dimitri has the
With
wedding
my
coin.
capacity
Everybody's
as
kept
being
those coins
a
from me.
mapper and those skills. And, well, the player can't keep track of all the stuff because she can't visualise which direction we're going in. Does a character having kept track of things, have a good idea of where she is right now, and does that give her an informed opinion about which direction we should go? Or is that a roll?
Well, you'd think south would be further into the maze, because north would probably lead you back to where you came in.
Okay, well. How are we supposed to be staying here for the night?
We agreed to 2 nights.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I would suggest south then, based off
Okay.
my maps.
As you had reached the next door, Calcrix has recollection of the corridor to the east, because she believes that is where the glowy portal that was an illusion leads to in the portal in the pool room above.
Ah! So we could go up and drink that liquid luck again.
I am going to mark that with my explorer's chalk. I can get us back to here if we want to get back to here in the next 24 hours. I know where this is no matter where we are.
Alright. Shall we continue south?
Do you wish to try the door?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Check it first.
that would also be useful if someone does an investigate check.
I'm standing by the door, ready to protect if needed.
I'll give a check a try.
Oh, Merrick.
Oh, it's not going to be too bad.
He's still moaning
25.
every time he moves.
I
And
just think that the star's one of those, like, you flip it over and goes,
which one's the
It's one of those.
D10?
So I'm realising now I have 2 of those in my
7.
car.
So that's
30.
exactly 30.
I got 32.
Okay, so the room doesn't provide any indication of it being of used recently. There does not appear to be any lock or trap on it, but it does have a big inviting handle that looks like teeth.
That looks like what?
Teeth.
Teeth. That does not sound inviting.
And that's when you break out the
Mage?
belt of hill giant strength.
Before we do that,
I thought maybe use Arcane Hand or Mage Hand.
Or
Yeah,
just have
probably
it.
mage hand.
do I sense anything that has passed here in the last 24 hours? Aberration, Fiend, Undead, Celestial, I think
Yes.
it was.
Mimic.
I sense all of those. So
Does it say specifically, or is it a yes, like some of the spells are?
yeah, I'm just checking. Because it's a warlock thing. Whiff of the Beyond. Though not which type of creature triggered this invocation.
So yes.
You gain an expertise dice on perception checks and have advantage on checks made to track these creatures. Something's passed by here in the last 24 hours.
Was it us?
Well, no, because
Are any of us fiends, celestial, aberration, or undead?
I can speak all of those things.
But you're
think
not
we are.
those things.
But I'm
We
not
do have
that
someone
stuff.
with squid tentacles that generally can be
Does he
considered
tend to
aberration.
set off my aberration when I do
I
pass
set off
with
the
when I
Fae
do my
checks.
thing? I know he sets off Fae, but does he set off my aberration?
You've never checked before, but it's been set off.
Primeval awareness, yeah. Did he flare his aberration close to me when I did primeval awareness?
You just sense that aberration.
No, I think you're good. I think it's somebody else.
I think it's the door with teeth.
Probably is the door with teeth.
I still think Mage Hand or Arcane Hand, whichever one's appropriate.
I'll try Mage Hand.
I don't want to stick my hand in or
You try
on
Mage
the door
Hand?
with teeth.
Yes, please.
Okay, they handle turns.
I either pull or push, depending on which way the door swings.
Okay, it seems to swing both ways.
Okay. Like
I feel
Merc.
like it's developing a rapport with the door.
Can we peer into the room?
Okay, peering into the room, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Is that to all those peering?
Well, we've got Merc in the front doing it to help everyone.
Okay.
18.
Okay, on your 18, you get a vision that startles you of basically a life of chastity and aloneness.
Isolation.
He screams.
Isolation and never a touch again.
I would reel backwards, and no doubt as I did that violently, the staff I'm holding is moaning loudly.
And you happen to drop what you're holding, and everyone hears a "oh!" and then as it hits the ground, Merc.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, sorry, pick up stuff. Don't know why I apologised. But then I would say the rest of the team, I just had the most horrific vision. It is too horrible to describe. I can't. And I would move away and I would just put my head in my hand like this, and then I would try to recall all the orgies and late nights just to remind myself.
And as you're trying to recall that, you just keep getting that vision coming back and back.
I'm going to need to see a therapist.
Caltrix has done therapy for other people. I'm not giving up 25 hit points to...
No matter how hard you try to remember any of those fun times, you seem to be remembering the vision.
Yeah, that's going to mess with me.
Enforced chastity. How are you going to live?
Do I see that Merc is clearly distressed by what he saw?
Yes, he is definitely and you're probably even more disturbed by his mace.
I'm contemplating whether or not I want to do this or not.
I think Alpix is just going to look, because that's what she does.
The room is empty.
I was going to say, I was
no
going to
wisdom saving throw for Caltrix?
Nope, no wisdom saving throw for Caltrix.
I want to use my rope of entanglement to tie
Thanks
him
for
up.
taking that bullet.
You're
Mildred looks.
you're not welcome, but
He does seem to be smiling as you entangle him, until he realises there are no actual hands on him.
Doing it to stop him from hurting himself.
put your tentacles on me, big boy.
You're currently wrapped up in very strong
suction
seaweed.
cups.
They use the suction cup.
No, I used the seaweed. Which is my rope of entanglement.
So you do hear his mace going, oh, oh, as he's moving about.
Can we kill that mace yet?
I'm not touching it.
No, neither am I.
I'm sure somebody could melt it.
So the room looks empty?
The room looks empty. No secret doors, no other things there.
No other doors in there? I just look back at Merc and I'm like, empty room.
I look through the door.
You look through the door, it's empty. Apparently Merc is seeing things again.
I think that's the problem. I was expecting another zombie orgy.
I would have rathered it.
Well, you did just deny and give back that coupon book.
Mm-hmm. Although I'm pretty sure that magical bed's still on the table.
As you think that, yes, you do find out, yes, the magical bag is indeed back on the table. It is the table.
Someone's talking to me.
Dead?
Yes.
Remember,
Orcus offered to share a bed with him to seal the deal.
agreements
Right.
make big problems.
Big problems for the big O.
And you hear a voice in your ear going, he's not just a big O for nothing.
Yeah, all right.
And I've been holding on to that one for a while.
That intrigues me.
It's going in
I
the
guess
notes.
if Carprix is laying bets anywhere in terms of investments, her bet is that of the first to fall out of the Rapanatak group, it's probably going to be Merc.
Yeah, he's got about 6 months.
Yeah, I'm only here for 6 months. Here for a good time, not a long time.
I guess if it's empty and there's nothing actually to be detected in there, we'll continue on.
You don't see anything with your special robe?
She does not.
It says it's empty.
I'm just saying Hildren would ask that because she doesn't see illusions and stuff.
It seems like an empty room. I'm not quite sure why he's so distressed.
Clearly he saw something, so maybe let's just not go in that room.
It's less of seeing and more of horror.
Can
The
I do an
horror!
insight check?
The horror!
Can I do an insight check?
You
I
can.
think he might have saw like a life where he had to be a genuine, decent human being.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
Maybe he had to be a priest. Sort of
Yeah,
celibacy.
no, I can see that as being very distressing. For someone of Merc's personality.
D4 when flying.
that's a serious roll.
I think that counts as a 0. It went off the table.
Yeah, it
Roll
doesn't
again.
count.
27.
27, yes. Merc does seem to be suffering from some sort of mental anguish.
Does it seem, would I guess what his mental anguish is?
Not a clue, it's just very much as paralyzing as you felt.
It's not your family. You've already said you wouldn't have an issue with that.
I would try to describe it, but I'd be like, what I saw. What I saw. Oh, I can't. I can't.
Poor merchant.
Okay, so do you continue south?
Is this something that you actually need proper healing for, or
No, I just need
pass with
to
time?
get over this small bout of depression. I think we need to move on.
I pass you my flask of inebriation.
I take it and I say thank you. When we leave here, I need to find a bordello. Take a sip, give it back.
It's like really rich dark ale.
It tastes like water.
Okay.
My flask of inebriation tastes like water to him?
Yes. Cool, clear water.
It only works for you, I take it?
No. Only I can attune it. It should taste like the best Viking ale.
Oh, it tastes like
Yeah,
water.
Tuned
lucky
items
that you've
don't
been
work for
affected.
other people.
Ah, okay.
Sorry, what was that?
Generally, attuned items don't work for other people.
It's a charm.
Is it still alcoholic for him?
Or it could be other things, who knows. Many things can go wrong.
I'd offer you real alcohol, but I don't drink.
It's okay. I'm probably not going to use my mug of warming at the moment.
No,
either.
it's corrupted.
So I think it'll be okay. But I do need to make love soon.
I'm trying to figure out if I have any like normal alcohol on me, and I don't think I do.
Well, you don't need to rely on that. You've got a mug that lets you do it without it. Okay, so as you reach the end of the corridor, you see stairs leading down.
Is this the southwest?
This is the when you hit the end of the southern corridor and look west, there's stairs going down.
Let's carry on.
Previously, you have not wanted to descend another level.
I was going to ask that. Do we want to go down to the next level?
I mean, there's the passages we've missed.
Yeah, because we did that with the first floor.
I feel like the further down we go, the closer we get to the big O.
Mm-hmm. As
But
much
also our
Well-
goal is to destroy, is it monuments or...
as the shrines.
The
The shrines,
mm.
and I think the further down you go, the more likely you're going to find shrines.
I
We're
We're
haven't
going to find a
felt-
lot of empty rooms on the upper levels.
I haven't felt the power that would be behind those things for a while yet.
The first floor was mostly the Big O trying to tempt us with things that we want, or information that we would want to know. This floor has just been entirely trauma. So that makes me feel like the third floor is going to be something different and probably worse.
Probably, but
I mean-
that's-
I wonder if it's
we've
like
committed to
Dante's
destroying these
Inferno.
shrines, and the shrines are probably lower down.
How far are we through?
Feel like we've
the
had-
8 hours? Sort of 4 hours by now?
You'll be 4 hours into the 8 hours of your daily activity.
I can't think what one would go with the trauma
I
floor.
mean, my instinct is to go back and check out everything else and have this mapped. But my instinct hasn't been the best for a little bit, for a couple of hours, so...
Caprice is like, she's had enough of the trauma floor, she's ready for something worse.
Does it feel like those things have passed by here?
What was that? Think that
The width of the beyond?
whatever it is has been in this corridor.
The last 24 hours.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't specify where in the corridor, just that it's been in the corridor.
And if I was tracking something specific, that would be useful.
Mm-hmm. And
Um,
now there's lots of extra footprints all over the passageway, which is fresh.
yes.
Do we want to stay on the trauma floor or risk going down further?
I'm willing to go down further. I think if we
And
aim
leave
to the
Dimitri on the trauma
shrines,
floor.
Maybe he's found
Knowing
the
him,
other
he's
stuff.
probably on the 4th floor already.
Can I ask?
You could always ask anything.
Excellent. The spell Find Familiar,
Mm-hmm.
which allows me to...
You could have cast that in downtime.
Could have cast that in downtime, yeah.
I don't think casting it in here is a good idea. You're going to get a little flying pig or something like that.
Or a little hand. You can get thing.
Full Staffer is still here.
Positives and negatives. Normally, under normal circumstances, can you cast that? I think it says I can have Fey, Fiend, Elemental, or Celestial. Can you?
You chose.
Yeah.
So you chose your griffin. That is, Pluto is your... Oh, no, that's the spell.
Yeah, this is a spell. Can I, like under normal circumstances, can you cast that and create a flying animal that acts as like a scout sort of thing?
You can.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
But it will be the size of a cat.
A cat.
Tiny cat.
Mm.
Like Therion.
Yep.
or eat.
I have
He's
my
fine.
familiar up.
I was just interested, that's all.
Well, does it make sense that the shrines are likely to be further down? And
Oh,
don't
yeah.
you want to get to the shrines and get the hell out of here?
I don't think we'll find a shrine in the next 2 days.
Really?
I think if we head down, we've got better chances.
Yes. I still don't think we'll find one in the next 2 days.
But we see the footprints going down, right? The fresh footprints?
No, because the fresh footprints are yours.
Okay.
That's why they're fresh.
They're all at the top.
Do you think he would would put his shrines like evenly throughout, or put them all on one floor, or just
Well-
randomly?
I think
They'd
they'd... Sorry.
They'd be on different floors, probably, but
Rumors would have this is a satellite dungeon, not the main dungeon.
Yeah, we're nowhere near the centre of...
oh, so how do we find the
they're-
center?
Explore.
How do we find the main dungeon?
I'd say there's probably
finding
one
the
in
connecting
here.
passageway.
So, is that likely to be at the upper levels or the lower levels? Is that
It is completely unknown.
an investigation, like a mapper like Calcrix, who's been in like several dungeons now, would have kind of a feel for layouts of dungeons and things.
You have no idea what they chose for this dungeon because it depends on why they built it.
And knowing the Big O, it is likely to be more convoluted and tricky than you could possibly imagine.
Well,
And possibly deep because it has to traverse a lot of land.
how then how do we know that if we're only in a satellite version of it, that in the upper level where we're being tempted with things that we want isn't where we're going to find the connecting thing to the main dungeon?
We've
You
mapped
have-
out the top level.
They fully explored the top level.
Okay, alright, well I guess you can stay on the trauma level and map it out further.
Hey, Dimitri could have mapped out the bits that we've missed.
And we're
We won't
100%
know.
sure that we did find everything on the top floor.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, well we can stay on this level and just mark where it goes down. If we're still looking for the main dungeon and we haven't found it.
This is pretty close to the pool room, so we have a quick way to get back to this spot should we have to leave.
I'm only going to feel that for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Can I ask another question?
You can.
So where we negotiated with the Big O, that room,
Mm-hmm.
is that in the centre of the dungeon?
Fairly central, yes.
So when it comes to it, not saying we need to do it now, I do have a ritual called Find the Path, which if I name a specific immovable location where I've visited before, I can find my way there.
So you could help guide us to the entrance no matter where we are.
Yes.
Sorry, Ariadna.
So you're saying we should find the room where you talked with the Big O and made the deal, or just find our way out of here?
Well, it's either or. We can keep exploring, find these shrines, destroy them, do these bits and pieces, but at the point where we're like, now we want to go after the Big O, I have a way to be able to find the direction towards him.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, back out the main door.
When you guys were given this task, was it specified if the shrines were in Rapanathak General or Rapanathak Main Dungeon?
We got told to destroy the 5 shrines.
How many levels are there? Are there 5 levels?
Nope.
No.
I am trying very, very hard to keep player knowledge from character knowledge.
I've heard a rumor that this is normally a whole campaign of a dungeon.
Okay.
Well, I guess if we want to find... We found any shrines on this level?
They found one altar, but it didn't seem to be a shrine dedicated to August specifically.
And does memory serve me correctly that on the first level we did find one shrine and destroy it?
Nope.
What is
Was there
it? You had
one?
to
It
destroy
wasn't a
one?
shrine.
Riding a dragon or something?
It was just a
Yeah.
statue.
That
It
was
wasn't
on,
one of the
that
shrines.
was on this level.
Okay.
Okay, so we haven't destroyed any
They've
shrines
destroyed
yet.
2 statues on this level.
No shrines.
No
Okay.
shrines. Trust me, I will feel if it's a shrine, and you probably will too.
When Merc and Calcrix had the discussion with Piggy, did they disappear for the rest of us, or...?
Yep.
Okay. Because I was going to question whether or not that room is actually a physical location,
I don't think it is.
or if it's even in the dungeon at all.
Well,
It might have just been taken to some pocket dimension.
yeah,
Maybe.
no way of knowing. That said, if you guys want to explore the rest of this floor, I can see the logic for it.
Well, I don't think this is... This is years of exploration we're
Yep.
talking about. It would be better, assuming that it doesn't change and shift and move, I think, to have it mapped out.
And plus, if you can clear one satellite section of it, then that won't repopulate with horrors.
Yeah. So basically, the further it's like the entranceway and the fog. The more we clear and secure, the less dangerous it becomes.
Should have asked my
Well,
skeleton
I guess we
torch in
stay
the
on this
shrine
floor
as well.
and we finish clearing this floor then.
And also fully exploring the floor means we can find the quickest way to get down to the third floor. Because currently it appears to be going to the pool room, coming down that one, and then going to the stairs from there.
Which is a quick way down, but I really do think we should clear each floor
Yeah.
properly.
Right.
It also means that we can also find a faster way to get back up, should we need to.
Well,
You know,
let's-
in case I accidentally kill Dimitri.
Again.
Or Dimitri kills me.
accidentally.
Just keep me up, I can cast Spare the Dying. We want to keep you up because then you can carry the bodies.
We all know I'm going to be the body.
Okay, so heading north up
Yep.
to the third door to the north, which you haven't
Sure.
tried yet.
Yep.
Can I
There's
investigate?
getting
what's
door.
at the door?
People can, or
Let's
walk in,
investigate.
or hit it with the mace.
My standard is going to be standing beside the door where I can attack anything that comes out that might be not a hold action, but protective sort
I'll
of.
just perceive it. 33.
Yes, you're bringing in everything.
It is a door.
Strawberries.
33
Even
is
the
fine.
moaning
Strawberries.
from Merc's mace.
What's that, about 3 hours?
I got 33 on the investigation.
Okay, you find that there doesn't seem to be a trap on the door, but it does seem to be well sealed.
So, yeah, I communicate that back to the team, and I just say, I think I'll need someone else to open this one. Still getting over a little bit of shock from the last one.
No trap, but it's well.
Sealed?
Well sealed.
So you mean we need, like, Trellin to actually smash the door open?
No.
So what do you mean when you say we'll see?
Well, most doors have gaps. This one doesn't.
Right. So it could be an air thing as well. So
Circular breathing then.
be prepared.
Okay, you guys step back.
Should I get this one?
You could.
I mean, I can hold my breath too.
Yeah, you can do it better than I can.
Yep, no, okay, you want to do it? Do it.
In the sense that you don't need to breathe, I do. Yeah, I will
Okay.
attempt
I
to
will be-
open the door.
Close to
Okay,
it.
the door opens easily. And you can see it is roughly a 25 by 25 foot room, which looks like it has a pile of gold at the far end.
Immediately use the rope thing with the type back.
Well, I can't see in the door. Come around the corner.
Shut the door.
Is it? Can we see anything else in the room?
Well, someone's just shut the door.
No, I told him to shut the door.
Okay. It looks like there may be some jewels amongst it too.
This is the floor of trauma.
Yeah, which is why I'm concerned. Because this clearly is a temptation room. Or what it
Farewell.
It appears to be a
Farewell.
temptation room and not a trauma room.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
I
If anything,
mean,
it's clearly designed for him.
yeah.
Everything seems to be clearly designed for.
Well, I mean, he opens every door, that's why.
There's a lot of gold around.
Like, I'd like to come across a room that's full of, whatever would make Trellin go, I need to be in this room, it's my favourite place.
I don't
He
think
likes treasure as well.
It's just a second copy of his sword.
Yeah, that would work.
I mean, if it's likely designed for Merc, I could go in and investigate and stuff, and
I'd rather not have you talk like an ant again.
yeah, that sucked.
What's the matter?
We haven't said what's in there because we don't want to trigger him.
Oh,
If we say what's in the room, he's going to try to go in.
But you've just tied him up, haven't you?
I do that anyway.
Does Merc have a safe word? Is it like pineapple?
No safe word.
peaches.
What's a peach?
Okay, if he's tied up. So, it's a room with a pile of golden gems. But
Merc cast Mage Hand to untie myself.
it's a rope of entanglement.
Is it a real pile of golden gems, or is it an illusion of golden gems?
I don't know.
That's
Do you want to
what
look through the door?
That's what we're
Sure.
trying to figure out, because as I pointed out before, the first floor was all temptations. This floor's just been all trauma, which is why we're concerned, because this looks like a temptation room.
I will go in and look.
Okay, it looks like there are all these little coin-shaped rocks and coin-shaped coal sort of bits.
And with my robe of eyes, they're clearly coin shaped, but they're not actual gems.
It looks like it's basically just a bunch of fake gold and fake jewels.
Is the trauma just that it wasn't real money?
Yeah,
It'd be a big
look,
trauma for
you shouldn't have mentioned golden jewels, because now you've just traumatized Merc even more. It's just painted rocks.
I mean, I feel like he's going to be less traumatized if he now knows that it's not real money.
And we're not letting him in the room anyway, so...
Yeah.
There's a pile of not real money that looks like money.
I'm hearing money.
It's not real. It's
Not
fake.
real money that looks like money.
Shall we
It's
shut the
rocks.
door and try the second door down this corridor?
I presume there's something else of interest in this room.
Nothing else of interest in that room that you can see.
What I'm
Okay.
also concerned about now is that normally whoever opens the door, it's tailored for them.
Mm.
And you opened the door. Do you have any interest in fake money?
Am I getting untied, or am I trying to cast Ethereal Flame?
It wasn't. It was.
You're not getting
It was
untied.
rocks.
Joke's on you, I have a second one. I have two of these ropes.
It was just rocks, albeit painted nicely, but just rocks.
Maybe I have some
I will
repressed
check the
trauma
other
about
door.
artworks when I was a kid. I don't know.
Can I cast Ethereal Flame on this rope, please?
You can try.
It's
What was the
magic
target
rope.
of the ethereal flame?
Investigation.
The rope itself.
Does ethereal flame have a target?
Investigation. Oh, yes, that's +6.
And which one's that from? Is that from the...
It's the same as Sacred Flame, but necrotic damage.
Okay.
Yeah, it just says as long as you can see the target, even if it has cover, Radiant Holy Flame envelops it, dealing 3d8 force damage.
And it's not an attack, it's a dex save.
Its dex negates.
Sacred flame.
Force damage, not necrotic.
I'm more wondering if it can actually target an animal.
It is the rope is not a valid target.
Oh, okay.
I got a 24 on my investigation of the other door.
If we untie you, are you going to
It
try
doesn't
and grab
appear
the
to be
shiny
locked or
rocks?
trapped.
Okay.
They're not real. They're not worth anything.
There
They're
has to be
rocks.
something
open the
there.
door, presuming it doesn't have a handle made out of teeth.
It does not.
Is there anything particular in that room?
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving
Do we have a way to lock this door?
So it's wisdom.
Where's Dimitri when you need him?
So it's just the +11, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 25.
Okay. You see a slight shimmering in the room that just vanishes.
Okay. A slight shimmering that just vanishes.
Mhm.
Like there was something, an illusion there, but it's not actually maintained itself and
You
it's
don't think it was an
dissipated.
illusion, you think it was an effect that didn't affect you.
Okay. And beneath the dissipated
An empty room.
an empty room. Okay. I'll
Last time there was an empty
close
room.
the door and go, empty room.
Shall we
No,
keep
You're
going?
feeling
No
okay?
secret doors, no.
No secret doors in there.
Shall we
nothing's-
keep going?
You didn't see like an alternative life where you weren't a nice dragon?
I saw this weird shimmering, like there was an enchantment on the room, but maybe my robe of eyes could see through it, I'm not sure. But for some reason it disappeared. So there definitely are illusions on these rooms, but it depends on if you've got the defences up to see through them. So we need to be careful with all of these doors because they're definitely set up to tempt us into them. And Merc is obviously being traumatized by something. What could be your worst fears?
Celibacy.
being like everybody else.
Being poor
Did you
and
say
celibate.
Celibacy.
Who says I'm poor and celibate?
Did Merc respond?
I'm sorry, who says I'm poor and celibate?
In comparison. In comparison.
I'm the sovereign of a kingdom, thank you very much, and apparently I'm going to have lots of kids.
Also, who in this group is
So
normal?
you could afford to kill a couple of them.
Twitch.
I feel like traveling's the closest one we have to being a normal person here.
He likes treasure.
That's a normal thing for people to like.
Plus, he was a halfling who grew up.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm going to be a cosmic guardian.
So
I
he's
don't
a
know,
halfling
I
personality
don't know
in an
that I
elf's body.
fall under normal.
Shall we keep going?
Yeah.
Okay, as you head north, the passage bends west for about 60 odd feet, and partway near the end is the door to the south before it turns north again.
Oh, I'm time Merc now.
So who wants to investigate this door? I'm happy to, but I don't want to steal door opening investigation joy off others.
I mean, if we're taking turns, it'd be Hildren's.
I mean, I can, but I don't know how well I've healed yet.
Go on. Do
well,
the
how
investigation.
about I'm wearing a robe of eyes. How about I have a look?
I'll
Good
stand
idea.
near the door, and if I need to attack anything, I'm nearby.
But I don't want to have everybody in the party get traumatized. But who hasn't been traumatized yet? I feel like it's their turn.
I mean, have you?
Not really.
Oh, so this is
It's an
But I'm
unblocked
So,
concerned by what.
And then
Terrellin,
it's the
you, Calcrix, and Dimitri. So really, it's just been...
It's you two. I'm more just concerned by what it is planned.
It's just
for me.
a non-natural 20.
Mm-hmm. You do not find any traps, or the door is not locked, but it does have mold on it.
Mold.
Mm-hmm.
I might hold my. What does mold indicate?
Can I investigate the mold?
You can. Would you like to lick it?
No.
Don't.
I want to see if I can identify what type of mold it is.
Okay.
Is it moldy cheese?
It's mold of some
Well,
sort.
that's a high roll. It would be a nature check, right?
Yeah.
That is not my character sheet. Nature. I am good at nature.
Is the big O still talking to me or singing lullabies to me or anything?
Hasn't done it for a little while.
Okay.
Been leaving you to your trauma.
So who's been traumatized so far?
These two.
These two. So Trellin, yourself, and myself.
And Dimitri.
Well, we don't know what's happened to Dimitri in the last 2 sessions.
He could be off.
I think he's on the 4th floor. He just completely skipped the 3rd floor, which is probably the... What's another thing that starts with T? The tragedy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that'd probably just fit under trauma.
No, tragedy is a different type of trauma.
Yeah.
A tragedy can happen to somebody else. So
But isn't
it's
that comedy?
tragedy that Romeo and Juliet killed each other, but it doesn't affect you.
You got my
Sorry,
reference.
I'm laughing at what she said.
I didn't hear the reference.
It's a
Someone-
tragedy if
happens to
it
some-
happens to you, and if it happens to somebody else, it's comedy.
Right,
true.
yes. That's true.
Sorry.
Don't apologise.
What
for
were we
making a
talking about
joke.
before?
What the 3rd floor might be that starts with T.
No, before that.
We were looking at... You were looking at the
You were
mold.
investigating the
Yes,
mold.
that.
Nature check.
27.
27. Looking at it, it appears to be some form of black mold.
Black mold isn't good, don't touch it.
No.
Definitely don't lick it.
No.
Merc,
Do
I
we-
heard if you lick it, you get gold.
Do we even open this door then?
Don't. I mean, I can.
I mean,
It's dangerous to you if you breathe.
I'm happy for someone else to open the door.
alright, we've got the 4 people here who can hold their breath a long time.
But if Hildren's offering,
You guys step back. I'll open the door.
Yep.
I also have resistance to stuff.
Okay,
I'm
as
good at
you
saves.
as you open the door, You see this is a very large room with a short squat pillar in the middle of the room, standing 5 feet tall and 3 feet in diameter. Has 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth have been carved into the primitive face. And Hildren gets to make a wisdom saving throw as it breathes in her general direction.
I keep forgetting I have a D4 on all wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just picturing those like Easter Island statues.
30. So 16 plus 17 is 34, plus 2 is 36.
Okay, you see Hildren's hair and clothing billow behind her in the doorway.
So it's just blowing air at her.
So Pillar has face. Do I see any mold or anything? Like,
On the inside of it, not a bit of mold at all.
it seems okay.
But you do see moisture on the far wall behind you.
It seems okay for a little damp. There is a pillar with a face. I feel like this one's worth
And you do
investigating.
see there are 2 doors on the far wall. Behind the pillar.
So you didn't see it blow something at you?
I mean,
Register?
I felt the wind.
I think it's just breathing. Is it? Wait,
Was
is
it warm breath or warm wind
But where did it come from?
in the room?
the statue that's the head? Oh, the statue.
Pillar has
It's
a
a pillar
face
with
on
a
it.
face on it.
So the pillar with a face.
Did it move?
No.
Well, it didn't like breathe at me, as far as I could see.
It's just breathing.
You do know it breathed at you.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Martin's saying that you know it breathed at you, but it didn't harm you.
the face like didn't move.
So could the mold have just been the moisture from the breath hitting the door?
Yeah, entirely.
Yeah.
So something is
So there's no
releasing
chance it
breath
could be
this way.
poisonous to some of us?
I mean, the mold definitely, but probably not the breath.
I don't know.
If the breath has caused deadly mold to form, perhaps the breath.
That might have just been because of prolonged exposure.
Well, we all know from our experiences through life, some of us are more resistant to some things than others.
Yeah.
This room at least seems worth exploring. There are 2 doors on the other side, and there is something interesting.
Okay, I'll
All
wait.
I'm getting
here.
from this is that we just shouldn't stand in front of the face for too long.
Yeah.
I don't know how long too long is, but let's just not
Well,
stand in
the
front
moisture
of
is all across the wall. We don't know if it's the face or if it's something else in the room.
I'm not going in first. I'll put it that way.
Aren't you already in?
I shrug
She-
and I'll
she's
walk
in the
in.
doorway. Yep.
I'll shrug and walk in.
it. I'll follow Hildren in.
Okay, as you step in the door, both Hildren and Cephas get to make wisdom saving throws. As it
Again?
breathes again.
Do I recognise I'm making a saving throw?
While you do feel the
I
breath
have
on your
some
face
yellow
coming from the
constitution
statue.
instead.
20.
I know I have something that's vaguely to do with me letting use con for some kind of save. I want to check if it's wisdom.
While he looks at that, I have a feat called Shadow Walk,
Mm-hmm.
which I gain the ability to walk on shadowed surfaces. Does gravity still apply? Or if there's a shadow on a wall, can I then
You can walk on the wall, but you can't walk on nothing because shadows don't appear.
Unless there's something there. But if there's a shadow on a wall, I would be able to walk on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think you can. You can't end your turn there. Like if you won't stop on the wall,
Mm.
it will allow you to teleport to the shadow and then get off.
Okay.
Okay, so what was Hildren's? Got 20, and what was Cetus's?
Apparently I'm at a 2, but I'm just checking something.
I mean, you have more than 2 wisdom,
I have 1.
so he's currently sitting at a 3.
Okay, so Hildren gets to roll a d4, as does Cetus. Don't worry, it's not a poison or a toxin.
A little bonus.
It's not a poison?
No.
Because I have advantage against those. It's wisdom. 2.
Just check and
Could be something
quickly.
entirely different. Like putting you under
Mhm.
Orcus's influence. Shit, I said it out loud.
Why?
Because she knows I like to keep count.
Pretty sure it's like
We've
6
already
now.
said it way too many times.
I don't know how many times it's been said.
5.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I talked a lot. You said it a lot when I was telling backstory stuff
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
as cleric of Bigo.
So how many
Usually
times
3.
did you say it?
I said it 3 myself.
Okay. And nothing's happened to you yet.
Nope.
Yet.
My total for the wisdom saving throw was a 15 because I can use my con.
Roll a d4.
Okay.
I suspect
4.
the 36 was a
Okay.
particularly good one,
So,
and the 20 is not.
Hildren kills over, coughing and unable to keep breath in her lungs.
That's fine. I hold my breath.
Yes, but you're unable to. There's nothing to hold. I just said unable to keep breath in your lungs. As basically you have uncontrolled coughing.
It's arcane.
And at this stage, Cetus is seeing the life he would have had if he hadn't have traded places with his brother.
Yay, I'm a farmer.
And everything you do fails.
Yay, I'm not a farmer.
The wheat field burned down, the animals die or something. The farmer's wife leaves.
Oh no.
Can
Not Clayton's wife.
How far in the room are they?
Not far into the room.
Enough that maybe I could use my tail to touch one and cast Gerbil Ball,
You could.
and then tell them to push themselves out of the room.
Well, you could technically get both in the same ball.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I might do Gerbil Ball.
Okay.
No, Cetus would have still been an adventurer because he was the second born. Clayton was always the firstborn, so he would have inherited the farm anyway.
Well, what would happen if you were the first one?
Ah, I see.
You had all the obligation. And it never worked out.
I mean,
I
I'm
see.
still coughing.
So you're dying and I'm saying your life will be
So,
first.
I'll use Gerbil Ball to protect you, and if you can't push yourselves out, I'll then use Mage Hand to roll the ball out of the room.
Well, neither Cetus nor Hilderin are in control of their own actions for 10 minutes.
So, Mage Hand to push you out of the room. In
Hits the
Gerbil
doorway
Ball.
and gets stuck.
Ah, okay.
It's too wide for the door.
How close are they to me now? Can I use my tail to pull them out without going into the room?
If you drop the spear.
Am I suffocating?
No, you're just unable to hold breath in your
Okay.
lungs.
Which is really weird for me. I don't like this.
Because whatever you get into your lungs, you expel instantly with a coughing fit.
I will look to Merc and say, if you grab the ankle of Cetus, and I'll grab the ankle of Hildren, when I drop the ball, we'll pull them through and shut the door.
Let's do it.
Okay. So I'll drop the ball and
So
try
as you both reach in, you both now get to make a wisdom
saving
saving
throw.
For the
Fine.
third time someone's
Does
past
it
the
help if
doorway.
I'm also holding my breath at the same time?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I had circular breathing on.
I feel like
I
a
was
dragon
holding my
coughing
breath.
is a bit more dangerous than children coughing.
I think I'm going to be okay. 18.
Oh, I am not.
So what is a wisdom saving
Yours
throw?
is 11.
So that's at least
29.
29. Wisdom. Yeah, so it's just a straight plus 11.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's 29.
6.
Okay.
I might not be okay. You might need over 30.
That's interesting.
And you're only 6.
Okay.
I got a nat 1.
Sorry.
Worth a try.
You nat one.
Yeah.
Freaking
That's
break
not
the
a
ankle.
6.
Oh, I had wisdom.
No.
It's a critical fail.
And that
Oh,
one is
it's
a critical
critical
fail.
fail, yeah.
And Merc disappears. He's not invisible.
Oh.
Interesting.
Hey, look, it's the bed.
And you hear the mace hit the ground going, "Oh, Merc."
Do I succumb to the coughing?
No, you don't. And you see Merc's clothes there as well.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna
Everything
try.
Merc was wearing is on the ground.
I'm gonna try and pull these
Think he
two
got
out of
taken
the
to a temptation
room
floor.
Okay, you pull them out of the
and
room.
shut the door.
This could be good.
Was Merc's clothes in the door?
Well, they were just in the doorway.
Fire all of his clothes, quick
But
release.
we're okay on the other side of the open door.
We'll tear away.
So I won't shut the door, but I'll pull them through.
And I'll switch over to Merc. You were trapped in this black, dark space that is moist and smells terrible.
Okay. Do I see anything, or it's just dark?
It's just very thick, coarse fabric that has wrapped around you.
Alright, so can I move at all?
No, it's too heavy.
But I can breathe?
Barely, but it's a terrible smell you're getting.
So it's black,
Okay,
moist.
so-
Black, moist material.
You're in his belly folds.
Okay. I'll try to wiggle and move and free my arms. Am I just stone cold butt naked, or do I have anything with me?
You are butt naked.
Okay. Nothing sharp but my wit. I'll just try to do whatever I can. Move, explore,
Okay.
shimmy.
So as you pull the clothes out, you notice that Merc's pants are moving around, wiggling.
Pants.
Yep.
So he's shrunk size?
Do you look
Yep.
inside?
Yes.
Looking inside, yes, there is a itty bitty Merc stuck in his underwear.
Aw, poor Merc.
I'm not normally this small.
It's a big cold.
Merc is a foot tall.
A foot, okay. This would have been a perfect time to have my flying cat familiar that I could mount.
I've got some puppet clothes.
Do you
I
say
can
that?
lend you. Well, we figure this out.
Falstaff comes over, picks you up, and puts you on his back.
Okay, puppet clothes would be great, thank you.
And you see an Eep towering over you,
That is a big plant.
offering you a cookie bigger than you.
Cowpix,
You need an inch, not a foot.
Cowpix reiterates family,
Eep,
not food.
Eep can change size.
There's just not much I can do. I just say, can someone please grab my stuff off the floor?
With a very high-pitched, really tiny voice.
Can
Would you
I
like me
open
to
the
try
door
dispelling
and throw the
magic?
scepter in? Not crossing the path, just
If you
throw
think
the
it'll
scepter
work.
in.
If you think it'll work.
Look, I don't
Okay.
know if
Aren't
the
we
spell
both
magic
still
will
just
work,
on the
but
floor?
it's
Yeah, I'm
worth a
coughing.
try.
Oh no, I can't control
You're,
my actions.
you're incapacitated while coughing.
Um,
After about 10 minutes, you stop coughing, and Cetus stops seeing visions of how he could have been the firstborn and nothing would ever go right.
Can I pick up the scepter and throw it?
You can, and you hear this, Merc!
Maybe it was a good thing that we that Clayton is still ended up where he did. That was bad as a leader.
And Merc hears that shriek of his mace flying into the room, all that gold disappearing. It's now more than your body weight.
Well, yeah, I can't go retrieve it yet.
It's worth more than your weight in gold.
did you want to see if it wears off, or would you like me to try dispel magic?
Oh, I thought I had Dispel Magic. Try Dispel Magic, I suppose, and see
It's
what we
a.
I mean, we can wait. It's been 10 minutes for us, it's only going to be like 30
that's
seconds
true.
or a minute.
It might only
most.
be 10 minutes or a while. Alright, yeah, let's just wait a little
Okay.
bit.
Another 20 minutes later, nothing seems to happen. You're still afoot.
Okay, so I'm going to
Fit him in
cast
my-
with
crush
a.
you.
Is he at least wearing puppet clothes now?
I'm sure he is.
He's just been like a little tuxedo.
Is there anything else that
So-
Merc has that's cursed that we need to throw in the room?
I'll try dispel magic.
Okay.
Any spell cast on a target ends if it was cast with a spell slot of third level.
The puppet clothes disappear.
Were they magic puppet clothes?
Yeah.
No, they're actually made out of actual materials. I bought
Oh,
this.
your ones, okay. I was thinking about ones you got from Eve.
No, the puppet clothes are ones that she's made.
Okay,
for
then
the-
yes, the puppet clothes stay.
Oh,
And
right.
you don't change size.
Okay. Does it matter what level I cast it at?
Not really, because you realise it's not magical after you cast it on him.
Okay, alright. So what do I think it is?
Curse. If it's not magic, it's a curse.
Okay, so if it's a curse, is it just something that wears off or that you have to break specifically?
Probably a remove curse.
I don't think I got removed.
I don't think I have anything for that.
Oh, do I have remove curse?
It'd be more complicated, but he might have
Oh, I
died
do!
and then been under the
Oh.
effect
I've
of
removed
the
curse.
reincarnation
good.
spell. Might just be a gnome now.
It's actually in the same...
One
He's
inch
smaller than a
tall
gnome. He's a
Is he an
pixie
inch or a
size.
foot?
He's a foot, so he'd be about the A big.
Yeah,
So it's like a
12,
really
He's
short
bigger
gnome.
than him?
30 centimetres.
That's a really big cookie.
It's a huge cookie.
Curse.
Hey, Ape does like to mess with people's minds.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Normally, Ape would be about the same size, if not smaller.
So he could just be a really short gnome.
He could be.
Okay.
Hey, I have Dispel Magic. I keep forgetting that.
So, remove curse. If it was cast at 3rd or lower, it can be removed cast at 3rd level. If the curse was instead inflicted by a feature or trait, the spell ends a curse inflicted by a creature of challenge rating 6 or lower.
Visual representation.
I don't know what my challenge rating is. If cast on a cursed object of rare or lesser rarity, this spell breaks the owner's attunement to the item, although it does not end the curse on the object.
Is Merc rare or less?
And then I've got cast at 5 levels.
You're unsure what level the curse would be at.
I would cast it at least at 4, because I want to at least try and... Let me just finish reading this. At 3rd level, ends the curse inflicted by either a spell 1 level higher, by a creature with a challenge rating 2 higher. When using a 6th level spell slot, the spell breaks the owner's attunement to a very rare item. When using the 9th level spell slot, which I don't have, so I'm not going to read the rest of that. So the highest level I can cast this at is 6. How bad do you want to be normal sized?
Oh,
I doubt it's a 6.
yeah, it's pretty high, isn't it? A 6.
6 is the highest level I can cast at.
I just have no idea if these things
But
naturally
also,
wear off.
if you're doing it as a ritual, that's 30 hit points.
Okay, well I could do
That's
it as
a
a
lot of hit
ritual.
points.
How about I do it as a ritual?
How many hit points do you have, though? Do you have a lot?
I have 186 last
Oh,
count.
right, that's a lot.
Yeah, I think your base
I'm
is
down
like...
from 200
over-
and something because if my drop in hit points from Monday counts, on Monday I was sitting at 186.
Yeah.
No, somebody damaged me for 6 points earlier this session, so I'm at 180.
I didn't know Spirit Guardians was going to hurt you.
I
It's
did.
never
I
done
meant that as an amused observation, not
And
as.
Also,
amusingly,
I know Calcrix.
some
6
of your
points is a
spells work
minus scratch.
differently in the dungeon.
Sorry.
Some of your spells do work differently in the dungeon.
Right. Well.
Spells.
You cast
I'm
punch.
hoping this
I
as
cast
a
iron.
ritual works as intended.
Okay,
Otherwise,
so
magic
Merc's gonna
missile.
be
so you'll need to make a
Arcana?
Arcana check,
If this doesn't work, I have to sit on someone's shoulders.
aiming for
You're on my wolf.
22.
Yeah, I only have very little legs, so I can't walk very
It's
far.
going to be pretty good.
You're sitting on my direwolf. He can carry you.
18.
You'll get lost in the fur.
18.
What level?
Possibly.
She's casted at 6th level.
Okay, so.
See, this would be slippery.
You're on a soft, fluffy fur.
Like a bed.
Right. Plus the D.
Do not think of my direwolf as a bed.
Like a big, soft, comfy
so
bed.
it's Plus
A furry coat that moves.
Yep.
This would make a great rug.
18 plus 14.
It sells for like 20, 50
So you
gold.
definitely
I like
make it.
That is part of my
What? I
soul.
don't get to do the D4?
You can do the D4 as well.
It's 34.
Ooh, that's up there.
Okay, so yes. As you touch Merc, he grows back to full size, mostly.
Destroying the puppet clothes and make it again.
You owe me a new set of puppet clothes.
I do.
Though he's sure it's cold in here.
I get dressed quickly, regather my stuff.
Just as a point out, you will still sit fine on Falstaff's back. He's a mount.
Yeah. I said thank you.
As a theatrical component, Eep has blessed you with leaf in the right area at the right time so that nobody knows.
Thank you.
Why is it so
thank
small?
you. That's a
Such a
giant
small
maple
leaf.
leaf. Good job. And I'll use Mage Hand to retrieve my things
Knowing Eep,
that the team
it's
threw
stinging
into
nettle.
the room, like my staff and that.
Or poison oak.
And yes,
I
you're
would
missing
like
your
to-
mace.
I would
I
like
used-
to.
Mage Hand to go grab the mace, pull it back.
I would like
How
to,
heavy is the scepter?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well-
in my handmade, hand stitched, very rare exotic puppet clothes,
Which is
will
now
cost
ripped.
exactly the value of that mace staying in that room. Because
That sounds like a great deal. I'll close the door.
that's what it's gonna cost.
Yeah, there are 2 rooms on the other side of that room.
Yeah.
When you make a deal, you have to make a deal before the deal is. You have to make the deal struck before. But I will take it into
in ideal
consideration.
times, I agree, but these aren't ideal times, and I do not want to hear the mace moaning all the way through the dungeon.
I'll cover it in something so it's muffled.
I feel like that's worse.
I do
No.
too.
Give up on the scepter.
It's gold.
Give up on the scepter. As your
Impossible.
sovereign, give up on the scepter.
What if I
It's
were to
impossible.
give
Check
you?
to see if it was actually
What if
gold.
I were to give you equal gold plus more
You'd take both.
in trade for the scepter?
Well, like,
I'll
I'm
give
listening.
you a
Like, if I
good
can
solid-
benefit from it.
I'll give you a good solid 15% on top of it.
But you're sure that mace is somehow tied to your family?
Because my son was holding that mace. So by telling me to give up the mace, you're telling me to give up my heritage and my
No.
Is it a
family.
mace
We
or
have
a
to
scepter?
give it to your son
It
at
is a
some point.
scepter
before
and a
he's
mace.
I'm
married
not.
with it.
You can do both.
Telling you, I'm offering you a trade for it. It means that you honour your family and your heritage by trading on things.
What has occurred?
And I am trying to honour your heritage. You are a trader, an excellent trader. And you've said in the past that what you trade your children for is not of a sentimental, nostalgic value to you. It is the trade that is the worthwhile thing.
Hildren's letting them do this and trying to think about the room and how to get past it.
Yeah, well, you know.
No, I'm just
Trying to
letting
think
this
about that in
go.
the background.
I'm just realizing that if so he got it from his dead son, which means he's probably going to give it to his son at some point for his son to be buried with it.
So I
Which
need
means
it.
that staff is
No,
just going to be
that-
infinitely aging.
Do you know? You don't know whether your son might actually get it because he trades with dragons, say, and it might actually come from me in the first place. So this trade that we made might actually be the destiny that leads to your son getting this scepter in the first place.
Equally, it may
that
also be him getting it from me.
If he,
We may get out of this dungeon, I may
We're
present it to him
looking
as a
at a
token.
dragon prophesized to be a cosmic planet
26.
dragon. Would you mind turning
26.
that
You
down?
expect there's only so many charges a truck would have.
I'll consider it. I'll consider it.
I feel like my point still stands there that if he gets it beyond after that English hard, if he receives it in the future but then gets buried with it in the past, it's just going to be infinitely aging in that loop.
So that makes it an antique, so more
Not saying
valuable than
anything
gold.
until he agrees not to pick up the
And
stuff.
then it immediately just
What
degrades.
spells do we know,
With how it is.
or ways do we know of getting through the room without breathing?
It's not about breathing. I was holding my breath in the first place.
Yeah,
I
it was not about
Have an
breathing.
insight, but I'm not saying anything till he agrees.
Okay, what's the
Did my
insight?
mage hand get the staff?
I rolled insight.
You get the staff, yes.
Okay.
Can it lift it?
Not the scepter. He said the staff.
Didn't you throw my staff?
No,
she
I threw the scepter.
Okay. I'll use mage hand to try to get my scepter.
Yeah, you may have grabbed the stuff that you got from Dimitri's follower.
Okay, because it can carry 10 pounds.
Oh, I think it was 20 pounds, but let me have a quick
Arcane
look.
Hand can do one, and Mage Hand can do another one. Mage Hand is the lowest spell, Arcane Hand is like 4th level.
Yeah, I have
I
mage
remember it being
hand.
5 pounds, but that might be the 5e one.
Yeah, but as we go up, there's greater strength to it, so
Oh, yeah.
at different tiers it goes
20
up tiers.
pounds.
That's
Okay.
enough to pick it up
You
and
can
carry
pick
it.
up the scepter.
Okay.
I don't know. Do I have to roll against picking? No,
I mean, the
think
door's
I'll
shut.
start a feud if I do that.
I'm standing in front of the door, and the door is shut.
So if you can open the door, yes, you could reach it.
Okay. Then I open the door.
There's someone in the
You've
way.
got to get past Hildren. And Calcrix will be joining Hildren as soon as possible.
What do I have? Grapple check?
Seaweed.
Strength check? Athletics? What am I doing? I don't really want to attack him with my scimitars.
Well, you are a roguey sort of character, so you can do a acrobatics check to get past without.
Versus my
I
athletics.
should try to charm check for my negotiation too. But I gather it's too late to try to charm.
Acrobatics. I haven't done one of those.
15.
I don't know. Do the three of us work together, and therefore Cetus and I are acting as assistants for Hildren?
Do I get assistance on this?
I'll give you advantage. That's
Is
generally the
there
best
enough
for
space
assistance.
for me to do my Titanic growth? Or will I just hit my head on the roof?
You would hit your head on the roof to start with.
Oh, yeah.
So I take it I use dexterity with acrobatics?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I only got 12.
So, Jeremy comes back and goes, "What did you guys do last turn? We tried to wrestle a scepter that moaned
I got
off
3.
the-
Okay, so you get entangled in a Hildren as you try to do this whole swath. I'll slide through her space. And then a Calcrix and a Cetus
That wasn't with
grab you.
assistance. I hand him over to Cetus.
I don't want to touch him.
He's not naked anymore, just
Yeah, but he wants me to touch him. That's the point.
rope.
He does seem to be
He
smiling.
can't seem to get out of your rope.
For some reason, he never decides to make the save whenever I use it. You do get to make it save when I try to tie you up with the rope.
I know.
Why would I have to do that?
You know, he might invest in his own version of that so he can tie himself up at a moment's notice.
I'm sure he's got like that harness thing from
I'm pretty sure
Dr. Strange
Bella
movie.
taught me grappling vines. Like,
It's like the wording of the tentacles means that I can use them for a grapple. But I have to use a technique for that. It's a rope of entanglement.
I think we go on with that.
Okay, so as
I'll
the
use both
time
of
is
them.
after 11 o'clock, I'm going to say we end with the smile on Merc's face as he once again gets entangled.
And
As
have
it just touches all those right spots.
Have you written down your insight so that
Yep.
next session we can
I've got it.
pick up with the method of getting through to the other doors? Hopefully.
I mean, it's not the best method, but it's a method.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Okay,
And on that note,
on that note, we shall go to end credits.